Yeah. So
That's it. I've done it.
all right.
That should be it.
Oh, there we go then. It'll be on a delay. That's
It's on a delay, yeah.
Hello. We are the Geordie Boys. You are joined for another NUFC live event by myself and Ross. Say hello, Ross.
Good evening.
You may notice a change of location. We've moved from our regular home on the sofa to Ross's own personal BDSM dungeon. Thank you so much for accommodating us this evening, Ross.
We will take to the sex swing at full time, depending on the
result. I'm not going to be up for it if we don't win otherwise. Much like Newcastle United themselves, there are no new debutants this evening. We are joined by a picture of Vernon and Anita instead of either Simon or Taylor. However, we'll make do with what we've got. Ross, would you like to quickly go through the team?
I don't know, would you?
Should we run the rule over Rafa's starting 11?
Go on then, have you got it up?
I know it in my head.
Go on then.
In goal, he's got Matt Sells after a still slightly shaky first couple of games.
Hopefully he'll get better.
And he's only going to get better with games,
yes,
you would have to say. At the right back, we've got your close personal friend.
It's your boy,
Vernon Anita. The right choice?
Yes, no doubts.
And Ben Brunner-Sells, the two centre-back pairings.
First choice now, I think, yeah. First choice.
So first surprise of the team selection, Paul Dummett at left-back. Given the new acquisitions, were you expecting to see him?
Yeah, you don't throw him at the new lad in. New country, new league, new language probably as well. You don't throw him in a Derby County away with Nigel Pearson on the touchline, do you?
I wouldn't, no.
Yes.
Ease him in
slowly
gently.
ease him in, aye.
Now across the midfield, Matt Ritchie, Magic Matt, on the right, picked itself, surely.
Talisman.
John Joe Shelby retains his place. Now, one slight change. Hayden's been dropped.
Shocker,
I think, yes, but we've got to remember, this is our big month in which we're going to play 6 games between now and the end of the month.
Against all of the stonking teams.
All of the stonking teams. We'll QPR on Tuesday. Do you think he's being rested?
Hopefully. I mean, I personally pick, when you've got your strongest team available, pick it. But then again, I'm sat here in my sex dungeon with you, and Rafa Benitez is Rafa Benitez.
Exactly.
So who are we to doubt him?
On the left, I think everyone's hoping to see that too, but it's Gouffran. Can't really argue. I mean,
we're away from home.
He deserves his spot.
We're away from home. He'll be useful as always.
If you remember him coming into the team for the first time, that was in an away game as well, I recall.
Bristol City.
Yeah, and he did quite all right there. I mean, on form, you can't really say he deserves to be out of the team, can you? So, and then we have Diame in the number 10 role.
Hopefully he'll get better. Still waiting to see the best from him, aren't we?
Well, I see we're starting to hear all kinds of stories now, aren't we?
About his diggy ticket. I didn't know about that. And then apparently a move to Manchester United from Wigan in 2012 or 2011 was called off because of his diggy ticket. This was in a report from The Guardian I was reading over.
The Guardian football website. Well, we'll wait and see, won't we? And up top, Mitrovic is on the bench, so we have the pleasure of Dwight Gale this evening.
On the break, he's going to be more effective than when we're at home, isn't he?
You would think so. Although I've not seen any of Derby County this season because...
I saw half of the top buttons come undone. You can't do a live stream with your top button open. Jesus wept.
Sorry, should
I saw half of the Burton away game they did, and they were absolutely awful.
Oh, it's horrible, eh?
I was going to say it goes a bit high, that.
Oh, God. I don't know how you do
top button open, that. The Derby team.
Scott Carson, heard of him. Christie.
Cyrus Christie, athletic player. Richard Keogh, Steve McLaren nearly signed him. Jason,
bad.
Jason Shaquille.
I've had him on Football
Sean Dyche. Turned his back on Sean Dyche.
No.
Idiot. I'm not going to swear.
Forgive him that.
We're not going to swear.
Olsen, is that the one who's at Blackburn?
It's either, yeah, no.
Now, see, big fan of this midfield because left and right, you've got my boys from the Scottish national team, Johnny Russell, lightning quick, and Akichi Anya, a complete mess of a human being.
Ritchie, though.
Matt Ritchie. Yeah, Matt Ritchie is... If I could describe Akichi Anya and Johnny Russell to you, it would be if you took the composite elements of Matt Ritchie and spread them out over 2 people.
To be fair, when I was in Switzerland a couple of years ago, I do recall Akichi Anya scoring an absolute belter against the Germans.
Glamour. He was one of those...
He ran half the pitch.
He's one of those, but he's generally quite a bad footballer. He was at Watford for a while, I recall. He was up front? I didn't see.
It was Matej Vidra. Proven championship clout him. I'm pretty scared. And who was the other one? I can't remember.
I don't know. Didn't see.
But Vidra, if he's anything like he was for Watford in the championship, which I know was a few years ago
we
now.
could be in
Here he is now. He's getting a bit of a feature done on him.
The points you would get for that man on Scrabble. Dear me. He's a clever lad with a brain, says Ian. Look at him! He's absolutely lightning!
This is it. The Watford. He was on fire that season. I believe he was under the tutelage of Tony Pulis last season, which is probably why.
Oh my word! I like him already. What's he doing at Derby?
That's what I'm saying. He was at West Brom last couple of years, and under Tony Pulis, he fell off the face of the earth.
Oh, there's a shock.
So he's rebuilding his career. So he's
well. Let's hope he doesn't do too much of that this evening. Now, Ross, we're looking at the panel on Sky Sports here. Ian Holloway and who's that?
Danny
Higginbotham. Didn't he play for Cyprus or something like that? Gibraltar, that's it. Now, I'm not the Sky Sports booker for these panels. However, normally don't you try and get people who've got connections to both clubs, ideally? Perhaps somebody who's worked with them both recently. Can you think of anybody that could have got this evening who's, had a bit of experience with Derby and then a bit of experience with Newcastle?
Would that be the same man that had drafted in at Fulham on the opening day?
Yeah, that's a good shout.
Man with
Steve
a
McLaren.
gabby haircut.
I mean, to call it a haircut, I think is being very kind, but it's no.
Shocking choice of a three-piece from Danny Higginbotham there. Is he colourblind?
Is that a blue jacket with a grey waistcoat and a stripy tie? That's hideous, that. That's awful.
I'm going to call him Darius.
Darius Vassell? Because he's
colourblind. Just because he's colourblind.
Very good. Very good. So, Ross, predictions?
Believe it or not, I'm really, really, really pessimistic about this because in my lifetime, a Le Mans and Loire thrilling 3-2 win aside, I think we've just about lost every other time we've been down.
Do you class Derby County as a bogey team?
A bogey team. That season they got 11 points, whatever it was. 4 of them were taken off Newcastle United. So hopefully, because it's been so long, history just doesn't play. And the last time we were down in the Championship, I believe we got humped 3-0 away from home.
God, Robbie Savage.
I believe.
Yeah, that was quite embarrassing.
So hopefully history plays knee part tonight. But that's just that little bit of pessimism. Because I like my old statistics and superstitions and whatnot.
Statistics and superstitions. Pretty good album name, that. When you eventually get that record out, Ross, you can call it Statistics and Superstitions. It's hard to pronounce. No, I think we'll get at least a point tonight. I think we're playing well now.
We should, but it's just that the historical aspect of the game is toying with my emotions.
Well,
we're getting asked where the Football Manager videos are, lads.
They're coming.
Are we doing one after the game?
Probably, yes. We could conceivably do one after the game. We're just really busy and important with other stuff.
Believe it or not, this isn't our full-time jobs, this is just a little bit on the side.
You're lucky to see us. It's Saturday night and we're here for you guys. Where's my Football Manager documentary? Sorry. Perhaps we could offer you a full refund. No, it's coming. We've got some really cool ideas for it. It's going to be an absolute barrel of laughs. Did we do that tweet out from the account saying that we're on?
Yep. I've retweeted it from many places as the numbers steadily climb.
Excellent, excellent. Yes, please tell your friends we're here. They can come join us. Everybody's welcome. We're a broad church. Whether you're a Newcastle fan, a Derby fan, or for whatever reason somebody else. 140? Look at that. 140 people don't live anywhere near a pub. Amazing.
140 people live alone or with their parents and they're stuck in their bedroom on a Saturday night while their parents feast on takeaways and watch the X Factor.
Doesn't sound too bad to me, actually.
I hate the X Factor. Hated it from day one.
Really?
Well, not day one, day two.
Now,
when it was Pop Idol,
I used to like Pop Idol.
I went to the live tour at the arena with my mum.
You never did.
I had my hair spiked up like Gareth Gates. Unchained Melody, whatever.
Yeah. So you were Gareth, you weren't Will?
I was Gareth all the way.
Oh, okay.
Gap tooth and all.
I don't know who I was. I'm gonna
remember when Jordan cured him of his stutter?
That was mad, that wasn't it? Crazy what things that I can do to you. Not mentioning anything specifically in particular. Oh, 150. Ian, that nice. Apparently WCPW isn't important. Well,
true.
Yeah. Obviously, we can't say that. That'll not make the edit. Easy win, guys. Why do that? Didn't we all do this before the last game? Oh, it's gonna win. It's gonna be a win. It's gonna be a win. And then look what happened to her. We looked foolish.
When was the last time we won at Pride Park? Was it the Luar 3-2 game?
Was that the one where Robert scored that absolute...
That weird free kick?
Yeah. There's no other word for it than a Lauren Robert goal.
When in the near post, when it had no right to.
That was just Lauren Robert all over. Didn't he play for Derby County as well?
Yes, he did.
Oh, there's so many subplots this evening. It's just like being...
I believe he went via Portsmouth, via Levante.
Remember when he offered to come back and play for it after we got relegated? I'm like, no, mate, you're all right.
Well, have Fabrice Prankrat instead.
No, very kind of you, but we'll just get by. I would have had him. Would you have had him back in the Championship last time? Just as a novelty act.
I lost track of him when he left, so it depends what state he was in.
You know he went and played for John Carver in America.
Toronto?
Yeah.
That's Canada.
They play in the American League, though. Do they not?
They do, yeah.
Thank you. Hey, look, you want to be coming with the geography lessons, Ross. You best not miss. Yeah, EFL, I hate that. It sounds like a rubbish radio station.
Oh my
word.
God, Adam
Armstrong!
Oh,
What is that?
my days!
What have you done?
What are you doing?
That's unbelievable.
Watch that, please, and comment.
Oh my word.
Come on, then!
Highway, the lads, highway, the lads, highway, the lads, highway.
Vern, front and centre. Look at them copying with the flags that bloody...
Yeah, they handed them out to all the fans.
Like that. Is that their away kit?
Theirs? No, it's ours. It's our...
No, man, the little... What the mascots are wearing?
I don't know.
If it is,
It can't be. They can't have a Barcelona away kit when you're Derby County.
Hotchin if it is.
Oh, no, it can't be. Must be some local team. Well, the kit, they haven't even got the same kit on, man. Are they not a bit old to be mascots? I think if
I was
you...
going to say, his shorts are a bit short, aren't they?
Wilson.
James
Wilson.
Wilson.
Man United,
James Wilson.
Oh, they've not got a bad side, actually.
They're potent up top, you know. Potent.
Shadow Olsen and Hughes. Will Hughes? Wasn't he meant to be really good so everybody found all the EDL tweets?
What?
So I went digging through his Twitter account and he just had loads of favourites of like all this like pro EDL.
Him as well.
Will Hughes, yeah.
Christ.
Look at blonde hair, blue eyes. Oh wait.
Ginger Jack's got black hair.
I think it's just the contrast on the screen.
Oh.
How handsome Gouffran is.
He's the eyes, isn't it?
Do you know, I used to see Gouffran quite a lot in a restaurant called Babucho. There was like a little booth in the middle, which was always reserved, even when there was nobody in it. And I used to go there all the time. Favourite haunt list, Babucho. First dates, midweek tea, whatever you want, right? And it was always Johan Gouffran sitting in that booth with a girl.
He's got the eyes of a...
Cap on.
He's got the eyes of a...
Indoors.
A jaguar.
Yeah, he's got the eyes of a jaguar.
Bloody... Oh, I'd get lost in them.
I could swim in Johan Gouffran's eyes.
Hello, Nigel.
Do you remember, not even that long ago, when Johan Gouffran was a width of a bar away from having scored the greatest goal seen in St James's Park?
I don't think I would have been hated there. I would have thrown myself off the top
You
of
were
the gallery.
insistent you were going to leave.
What's the point? A Sky Bet advert's come on now. Football would have been... I don't know what link that has to... It doesn't matter.
I like that advert. I think that's quite well done. The one where they take all the fans out of the goal and say, oh, well done. Oh, it's Cleary-esque, that, isn't it? Oof, my word. My word. Should we talk?
Now we're on with Pepsi Max.
Rocking the OG 96 top, none of that non-logo replica. I know that really annoys me, that. You see people going around with this, and there's no little Adidas logo, there's no trefoil on it. Proper horrible snide knock-off top.
Thing is, if you go on eBay, you get them, you can find them if you look hard enough.
To get this in a small, right, because I'm fit.
Small?
Oh, mate, I'm really fit.
Bloody
I'm in amazing shape. To get this in a small, it took me about 3 years of constantly hunting on eBay.
But how much did you get it for?
About 25 quid.
That's the thing, you pay the same for a knockoff modern day cheap version. You look on eBay and you get them all on there.
I know we've got a blanket policy of not referring to a certain other element of one of our jobs, but Gouffran o'clock is something I can get on board with.
I'll ask my brother. See what he
We'll
says.
get his permission. We'll get his permission for it. Oh, they got a mascot on the pitch. How tin pot do you have to be to have a mascot?
We've got two.
No, we don't.
Monty and Matty.
They don't get on the pitch though. We don't dress actual human adults up as magpies and make them walk around doing this. Oh no!
Is that? Did he go to the Arques where he was called from Southampton back in the day? What a fine football league player he was.
Don't know. You've got this encyclopedic knowledge of these no-mark footballers, Ross. Right, let's just knock it up a wee bit, shall we? Well, it's that one, isn't it? Right, how are the lads? Happy football, everybody. Quite confident. Ross,
Hopefully history.
cheers. We're hoping for our first goal of the season on the live stream, by the way, so everybody cross your fingers. The first win would also be nice. That is a lovely kit. It's not quite Boca Juniors. Not as Boca Juniors as I thought it was when we first
Yeah, I thought it was yellow. Orange will do though. Not wrong with some orange.
It'd be nice if we're both doing the Great North Run tomorrow.
I probably dream about it tonight.
You probably dream about it.
That's the closest I'll come to doing it. Ever.
It's good fun. You should have a go.
Running 13 miles isn't good fun.
No, the running 30 miles is not fun at all. Getting to the finish line is class. It's quite a euphoric feeling.
I can imagine.
And plus, like, you know, everybody thinks you're winning. For like 2 or 3 days.
Even if you come last.
God, that's a point every year. Someone does come last, don't they?
Yeah, imagine being that guy. You'd kill yourself, wouldn't you? Oh, dear.
Oh, my word. Well, the ball's in the net.
Way! I love that one. You know, one of the few sets of fans that just do that when someone scores a goal and it's offside. Way! Whoa! Huge fan of doing
Jack
that.
Colback, man. So
is Hayden on the bench?
Hayden's on the bench.
Strange call, that. I'd say this is a harder game than QPR. Surely.
Derby away, QPR away. They're just, I don't know. I can't explain. I wouldn't dare to speculate on the thinking of a. Have you come up with fake middle names for Rafa yet? Rafael Castillo Sanchez Benitez.
I'm not interested. Here's Gouffran, he's going to shoot.
Oh. No. Left corner. Well done, Dwight Gale.
There we go.
John Joe Shelby. I'm still not over the last kick of that Fulham game where John Joe Shelby hit Adam Armstrong in the knob with a free kick right in the edge of the box.
Where's Sammy at now? Bolton, was it?
Yeah, we found out he's at Bolton.
Apparently he did quite well today.
Did he? Oh, best of luck to him. We should get him on. We should get him on either a fans forum or a live stream. Can you imagine the bare views?
We'll be looking to get Tommy.
Well,
never mind Sammy.
Can you imagine the disappointment if we hyped up for 2 weeks? We've got an Amiobi on the live stream this week. We can't say who. And it's
Tommy.
Yeah. Still, I mean, I don't mean to be unkind. Don't mean to be unkind to the boy. Is it Tommy or Tommy? I don't know.
A man by the name of Chaz Bro says Newcastle are rubbish.
Oh, man. Chaz, bro. Should we just... Have you got Benitez's number? Should we call him and let him know that all his work's been for nothing because Chaz, bro, on the internet says we're rubbish?
I haven't got his number, but...
Yeah, should we
I've got his
should we start blocking these links people keep putting in?
I've got his PO box.
Is PO box?
PO box.
Is a PO box still a thing?
Of course it is. Surely.
I would totally have a PO box. It seems like an exciting thing to have. This is you with all your links and all your terms in.
I'm a huge fan. Huge fan of blocking, folks. See you later, knobheads.
Live to block today. Oh, Gouffran and Diarme linking up like sausages. 2 hours of this. John Joe Shelby's such a raj, isn't he?
It's good though. It's better than just moping around with his head like that all the time, which he was doing for the second half of last season.
Quite confusing now. Now we've got to ring up Rafa and say Charles Bros changed his mind and we're good. I mean...
Charles Bro, I've had enough of you, pal. I've had enough of you.
Thanks for coming, Charles.
The power. The power is so nice. Oh
my God.
He meant that. Go past the Vern. Oh, Vern's
Vern. Where's his... Oh, Jamal Lascelles.
Bobby Moore at times, isn't he? Steady on, Gouffran. Bloody
Oh,
hell.
look at that. Gouffran's got no time for these championship Wasted. Johan Gouffran's put in 7 out of 10 performances in the Europa League. You know what I mean? What does he care about Johnny Russell trying to barge him off the ball? Means doubt to him. He's above it. He's above it all. Of all the players we kept this summer, is Mbemba perhaps the most unlikely? Him and Mitrovic.
100%. I thought he would have been the first to go because he was the only one last season that actually proved he's better than what we were, even then. And he's head and shoulders above this league. Even if he does get bullied a couple of times, as was displayed against Huddersfield.
He'll toughen up, though. You've got to say. He already has toughened up.
Where are all these links coming from, like?
It's you with your Manchester Derby times. See, they do make a difference. They make your life difficult, Ross.
Packed away end again.
Sold out, didn't we?
We're the best fans in the world.
Well, we are. Saturday night, Ross, me and you are sitting in your BDSM dungeon, reacting live to events as they unfold.
I couldn't.
Why is there no scoreboard?
Oh,
what's going on there?
Sky Sports sorted out, lads.
Could be any score.
Oh my god.
Well, I mean,
well,
can we reveal that? Of course we can. Yeah.
What?
About how much what the transfer budget currently must be.
On your head be it.
Oh, I don't know if I should say that.
We basically know the terms that Rafa was given by Mike Ashley at the start of the summer because we have his source.
We are #ICK these days.
An actual bona fide source, but we're not going to reveal it on this live stream because we don't know if we can. So,
I mean, I think we can allude to it certainly. Basically, Rafa was given a budget, understandably, and he was told he was in a position to keep whatever money he brought in. So, given that we made a £30 million profit over the summer, he hasn't actually spent anything, and he's still got that £30 million that we got from the Sissoko sale plus his budget.
We go in January.
We go hard in January.
As our source sits at work now,
Michael
punching his.
I can't believe I told them. No, I think that's fine. That's not. Yeah. How do you two go to home games? Well, you get the metro, don't you?
I drive. I go with 2 or 3 pals and we rotate a car. We've got a thing.
Oh.
So I've got now 2 games off where I can drink instead of driving.
Interestingly there, Prerit Ale asks both where are we from and what is our favourite team. Now, I think, whoever you are, you've probably got it in you to get those answers yourself. If you really think about the 2 questions.
Well, the first one's fair enough. I'm from Morpeth. Where are you from?
Falkirk.
Via?
North Shields. Predominantly North Shields.
Falkirk. Which part of Scotland's that in?
It's right between Glasgow and Edinburgh. It's about exactly halfway on the train.
The arsehole.
No. The arsehole is up and to the east, like Arbroath kind of area. That's the arsehole. Just a load of tiny, like, former industrial towns. It's lovely, the whole bit around. I know you're not a big Scotland fan in any sense.
Not at all.
Rotate a car sounds dangerous. Whey!
Oh, Adam's.
Thanks, Adam.
Vern's in trouble.
Nah,
Chancellor's there.
Nah.
All right.
You imagine trying to be one man and trying to take on both Vern and Chancellor at the same time. You haven't got a prayer. One man. No.
Oh, Ginger Jack, that was dangerous.
Jack Colback's just done a 2-footed sliding lunge when merely stepping.
Oh, the referee. Gale just got flattened.
We'll get them in this league. We don't look great here. Opening 10 minutes, do we?
We looked all right in the opening 5, and then we've suddenly just lost the ability to put the foot on the ball. Derby are now doing that.
Ross, what would you do if Vernon gets sold? He wouldn't be happy.
Transfer
Say that
my
much.
allegiances full time to Burnley Football Club.
Is that where you'd go, do you think?
Probably.
Where do you think, if Vernon left, where do you reckon he would go?
Probably back to Holland, wouldn't
You reckon?
he? He were over there.
Is that true?
Maybe back to Curacao, where it all started.
The next time me and you have a weekend in Amsterdam, we'll ask about Vern's legacy and his standing.
The next time?
Yeah.
When was the first time?
Didn't want to tell everyone.
Yeah, how much of the sweet Mary Jane was consumed that week? I can't remember it at all.
Now, I don't want to get too ahead of ourselves, but obviously promotion this season, qualify for Europe the next season. So in 2 seasons' time, are we going to do like away day European live videos?
Absolutely, because I was in university the last time we were in Europe and I couldn't really afford to go anywhere, which was really frustrating.
Me and my friends, we had genuinely decided if we beat Benfica, we'll go to the semi-final, wherever it is. We kept saying, we'll go to this, we'll go to the Bordeaux game, we'll go to that game.
Oh, I had every intention of going everywhere.
Never
did go anywhere at all.
Can you imagine if you'd been at that Bordeaux game, Ross, where Vern volleyed it in from
Bruges, man.
Bruges at Bruges?
It was at Bruges, aye. Bordeaux got beat, didn't we? I'm going to delete that comment. Getting haters here.
Yeah, haters? For what?
Double chin.
Woohoo! Could be me.
He's getting blocked as well. I'm not interested about his dick.
Predict the score. That's a good point. Predict the score, Ross.
Just because of what I said before, 1-0 to the home side.
1-0 to the Derby boys. I think this could be an enthralling 2-all. Now, bear in mind, the last time we did this, I was trying to get Ross to go topless with me once we got to 4 or 5-0. So quite the
Got to rein it in a bit.
quite the change on expectations these days. You may say the championship has already humbled us somewhat. Not too much, but slightly. Which is weird because we've just started winning now. So if anything, arrogance should be through the roof.
That was annoying, wasn't it? You start winning a few games, then fat Sam Allardyce sticks his head in.
Oh.
Oh,
it's a penalty. Oh, that is a penalty, though.
It's not like he's thrown himself to the ground like a sack of potatoes.
That's a penalty. He doesn't even know the lad's there, man. He just turns. Oh, Vern.
Oh,
it's a penalty.
Man. It's not. How clever is that from Vern?
Fouling him at the precise angle the referee wouldn't be able to tell.
Sticking a sly little thigh in there so he goes over. Well, class from Vern. He's too good, man.
He's operating on a different level to these chumps, isn't he?
You can have all the ability in the world that you want, but if you've got that brain, what more do you
Vern's
need?
got both, hasn't he?
Certainly got more brain than he has taggers. Look at him, man, like a little terrier.
Oh, Jackie boy spraying the ball around.
That was the first touch, that. Oh, man, John Joe.
Hey, we are getting the... I keep thinking I'm getting loads of bear interaction, but it's still this flippin' Ryan Lochte tweet.
I was wondering how long he'd be before he mentioned it on the stream to the 116 people watching now. 120 people watching now.
Just disappointed, Ross, because I keep thinking there's people retweeting the link to the stream. It's not.
You should just delete the tweet.
No. Me, I'm an only child. I love the attention I'm getting off it. 2 lads accused us of nabbing it.
From who?
You know what, Ross? That was exactly my reply. Got nothing. Oh, hello.
Took a ball.
I think that's probably...
Oh, Vern! Hey!
Oh! Well, he's kept the ball. It's all right.
In we go, Vern. Oh.
This is it. Quality start to tell.
Well, the cells is that.
Lovely, that. Well, Paul Dummett's late surge into the box hasn't resulted in a goal. He appears to have killed Johnny Russell. God, imagine having a sponsor on the back of your shirt and on the back of your shorts and mascots.
Isn't Avon like a woman's like beauty products? So,
do you mean Avon ladies?
Aye. Sure, my mum's part of that clique.
She's part of the Avon Mafia, is she?
Aye.
Best diss I've ever heard is, mate, your dad's an Avon lady. Just the layers and the levels of it, when you start to really examine it. How else you put somebody down? Your dad's an Avon lady. Oh, I can't believe that. Vern back heel. I mean, you are all watching. You did see Vern trap the ball and back heel it in the same motion as it was coming out of the sky.
It's that brain.
You were saying he hasn't got them techers.
It's the brain.
It's the brain and the techers.
Hey, I can do a back heel, but it's picking that moment when to do it. That's what Vern's got nailed down.
He won't do it in the middle of it. He'll do it when he's on the edge of the box.
Exactly.
Quite right.
Steady John Joe. It's what we need. A bit of pressing. Bit of high press, you know. Bit of passion. Bit of grit. Bit of determination.
We've got all of these things. I think we've recruited very well. Got Daryl Murphy now.
Is he? He's on the bench, is he?
No, it's not Rich.
Despite
Listen on the bench.
Lascelles said he was banging them
in training. He scored for Ireland in the week, didn't he?
Yes. His first ever goal, I think it was.
Hey, did you see?
The age of 33.
Did you see? You see our boy Moose didn't get in the stunningly didn't get in the starting 11 for Tottenham today.
Was he on the bench? Was he?
Yeah, he was on the bench.
Who were they playing?
Stoke.
Win
3-0, I think. Yeah, without him. Don't know. I presume he came on.
He's going to struggle to get a game in.
Well, I think weirdly, I don't think you play much in the league. But I think you play in the Champions League a lot. Because then if you're getting oh dear,
It's all right, man.
If anything, Gouffran's too composed for this league. I think he just constantly tries to just play his way out of it. Never played for France, Gouffran. Was he ever capped?
I don't think. Surely not. If there was ever a moment he was going to get capped, it would have been that half season when he first signed.
He looked outrageous for us. He looked brilliant there. But then he was on the opposite flank to Ben Arthur. He was struggling to get in the France side at the time. Wait, I won't be. He even got one I can pronounce tonight. Red Strip.
Red Strip.
I shouldn't even be drinking that. I've got a terribly sore head.
When you go out last night?
Yeah, I was out misbehaving.
Spurs won 4-0 apparently.
4-0? It's a Soko score. Let us know. In fact, don't let us know.
I personally think that Shearer statue, Mr. Brandon Wilkie, is an absolute disgrace.
Really?
As I believe Sir Bobby Robson was an absolute disgrace.
I've got
How in this day and age where you can show a picture and then get it laser cut precisely? How?
I've not actually seen it without.
Oh God! There's like a picture of him in the garage. It looks more like the head of Heart Attack. It looks. And the Bobby Robson one looks absolutely not like Sir Bob. It's a disgrace. The pair of them.
I've not actually seen it. Oh my God! Oh, it is head off Heart Attack. That's dreadful.
Like we're in this, you could just surely get a precise cutout and lasers and whatnot and all that malarkey.
I've got a WhatsApp group of my nearest and dearest, right? And the other day, one of my pals pops that on, the picture of it with the bandages all over, well, not the bandages, but like the wrapping or the packaging all around it, right? And no word of a lie, one of my friends' his immediate response to this was, "Lads, I'm not even being funny, but my mum left my dad because she walked into the garage and caught him having a wank dressed up like that."
What?
We've not ascertained if it's true yet, but plastic bags all over his head, all over his body, knocking one out. He was. Oh, this is beautiful play.
You'll see not like that conduct in here. Grail. Oh! Going to bow, surely.
Your delayed reaction on that last, brilliant. Is that corner? If we don't score in this game, I should probably do all of myself, but if we don't score in this game, Ross, I think for the next one we need to have a little minutes totalizer for like time running until there's a goal on the live stream for us. As it stands currently, we are at 110 minutes.
It's a long old time, that.
It's a long old time, that. Like, you think how many goals you can score in 110 minutes?
Oh my God!
Oh my God!
I'm going to point to his side. Nah, I'm going home. I've had enough. Football's broken. What's going on? Oh my
Johan Gouffran
days.
has just defied physics and time and space and everything.
Oh
my God!
Dear God almighty me.
Oh, it goes through his legs!
You know what that is? That's an absolute thunderbastard.
Ross, that is certifiable. We'll get him a certificate in the post. That is a thunderbastard. Oh my God. Johan Gouffran!
You know what? I don't care that we didn't score a goal in 110 minutes. It was worth the
I
wait.
can't believe it happened for Ashford saying that as well. I don't even know.
Oh.
I spilled my juice all over the floor celebrating. Look at this. Look at this. I got so excited.
Limbs all hour.
Oh my days. It's Gouffran o'clock, Mother Hubbards! Ross, that's the best thing I've ever seen. It's been worth doing this whole NUFC fans thing for that.
What the hell's going on with that?
There's now documented evidence.
Where's he been for the last 3 years? That's what I want to know.
Oh.
Johan.
Can we just, for everything else, for the volley, for the strike, for everything, he's megged the lad on the line with it.
Oh,
he's put it through his
no
legs.
stopping that.
He just, he can't even see it until it's past the lad's head. Oh my
Forget
word.
about the eyes. It's all about the thigh now with Johan Gouffran.
Drowning his thighs.
Bloody hell.
Rebecca Simpson, if you're watching this, you were right. I take it all back. You were right. I take every word back. Oh my, I cannot believe what's happened. I'm gonna have to get another beer. Jesus Christ. I thought I'd packed in smoking as well, but I feel like I need to just recline fully back in the chair and have one. Oh my days.
That's the word, like, isn't it? Orgasmic. That's a good point from Mox. He's been raffed.
He's been raffed. Oh.
The definition being reversing.
Mox, I'm so
past.
sorry, mate, but the 200 retweets that's going to get off the NUFC fans account, fully uncredited.
Put and it comes up in the dictionary. Reversing the process of power judo.
Ross, have you ever? Is that when? Sorry, I'm totally flustered. Is that the best goal we've scored in about 3 years? Can you think of a better goal a Newcastle player scored than that?
It must be the best goal since Cisse at Chelsea.
Is it up there? It's up there with that, isn't it?
I don't know. I think it's still a couple of knocks below, but it's up. Yeah, it's in the ballpark. I think. Yeah, surely. We don't score many goals, do we? Oh my God! I tell you what, we need to get this in motion. This recreating of goals,
because that's straight on the list.
First one,
straight on the list.
First one.
I don't think me or you could do that. The angle that ball's dropping at, catching it on the volley in the bottom corner through a Scotsman's legs.
Don't call me Mark Hughes for nothing.
Who calls you Mark Hughes?
Everybody. Volleys, outstanding.
Interesting.
Mark Hughes, good volley of the ball, wasn't he?
I can't remember that to know, mate. No idea. He was a
Rushy HD. That's why I'm not drinking, because I'm driving here to watch the box.
No, that's a Brock.
He's going to get absolutely... He might as well be fighting Lesnar because he's going to get absolutely pummeled as Brook.
I might set a wee alarm and watch UFC. Well, just the one match I'm interested in.
It's a funny one, that.
Any predictions on that? We'll get slightly off topic. But.
I don't know anything about UFC. I've watched all the documentaries about them. Been airing on YouTube. It's been a four-part documentary series. No. Hey! But that's it. I'm new to UFC. Mr. Philip Brooks has drawn me in. New fan.
Right. Obviously can't show it on the stream, but someone's very kindly sent us the goal.
Bloody hell.
I can't believe it. I'm going to get another beer. That's just... It's done. It's not...
It's necking than me, like.
I'm off the... It's got quite a lot of juice there. Spilled a load of juice when he scored the goal.
What a game the Manchester Derby was, by the way. Yes, I did. What a game. Oh, absolutely knackered at the end. Fantastic football match. Who's in League One next season? Someone said you're in League One next season.
Me personally.
No, not you personally. I wish I was in League One personally.
Why?
To kick the sockers.
We've seen each other play at work 5-a-side, Ross. We both know better than that. How many?
Oh man, Diarme needs to. What's wrong with him? He's not with it, is he?
His heart's not in it. Hashtag soz not soz. Oh, he hasn't got a problem with his heart. That'd be terrible.
Apparently he has, otherwise he'd be playing for the United of Manchester. No.
Who's Newcastle's derby against in the Championship? That's an interesting question.
Leeds United, isn't it? Both in terms of location and the hatred.
Leeds,
isn't it?
Interesting.
Surely.
Of course it is. Channel 5 football presenter Lindsay Hipgrave, who I owe a sincere apology to, I might add, has said that Rafa has been giving Gouffran his spinach.
Giving him his spinach.
You know, like Popeye.
That's not even remotely funny.
No, but I think it's true. Because he doesn't just look better at football.
I think he's been slipping a few peds.
A few peds?
A few PEDs.
Oh dear. That's a serious thing.
It's a strong accusation, but we're going to have to go there because Johan Gouffran has just scored an outrageous volley.
The turnaround in his entire game is
That's not a natural turnaround. You can't become that much of a baller from a...
I'm going to drop you a little factoid in, Ross, that you may not have considered in this analysis. We've been relegated.
But this is Derby County. With Premier League quality centre-halves like Richard Keogh at the heart of the defence. Imagine if we signed him.
Yeah, he did apparently, didn't he?
Mm-hmm. McLaren's man.
I did a piece for the late great What Culture Sport about players that Steve McLaren could bring into Newcastle, who he'd already worked with, former players. Number 1, Richard Keogh.
I did a list when Ian Cathro was hired for the now deceased What Culture in the FC. Players that Ian Cathro could bring with him from Valencia and places he worked before.
Anyone
Number 1 was Paco Alcacer, who was just signed
the centre back.
No, the striker just signed for Barcelona. He was according to his Wikipedia, because that's what research is, had an 89 million release clause when, like...
Oh, we should have gone in for that.
But he signed for Barcelona for much less than that, apparently.
Well, if our information is correct, Ross, the transfer kitty Rafa Benitez has got to play with, if that's in euros, it's probably about right. But it's too late now. Best player in the tune at the minute. Right now, at this very minute, Johan Gouffran. But over the course of the season,
Matt
Ritchie. Magic Man.
Isaac
Hayden or Ritchie, yeah.
And Bemba.
How much do Newcastle hate Middlesbrough? I don't hate Middlesbrough.
For me, Middlesbrough's in Yorkshire. It's not even a derby.
I've tried to find myself a Premier League team to follow this year, and I think it's probably Middlesbrough.
Mine's Sean Dyche.
Well, of course it is. But you're not following Burnley, you're following Sean Dyche.
What a man he is. What
would you do? And this nearly happened, let's not forget. Sean Dyche went to
Sunderland.
How would you do?
Support Sunderland.
He's an honest man. He's an honest man. No, I don't. I think by and large, there's no real hatred. It's
well, I think it
gets built up before the games. Like, it's the Tyne Tees derby. I don't think any of us.
Much like the Tyne Weir derby, I think it's much bigger on their end.
Yes, I think. Well, maybe. I don't know. I quite like Middlesbrough. Middlesbrough got some lovely players. They play some nice football. No. Hey, Vernon and Anita.
It's just too good, man. Too bloody good. But those Tyne Tees derbies in the 90s were a hoot.
They were?
When they had, like, your Ed Nielsen's and your
Juninho's and your Ravanellis and your Phil Stamps. Robbie Musto?
Gianluca Festa.
Who was the goalie? He was a mad goalie, didn't he?
Borough.
Yeah, I can't remember his name.
Schwarzer.
No, man. Well,
Sells, man. Christ. He's nearly as bad as Claudio Bravo. What a signing that is.
That's the most fun. There's a lot of things in football which are reliably hilarious. Like, top of the list is always Arsenal fans after a defeat. That's the funniest thing in football. Comedy own goals. So, like, not just, nipping in at the near post and the guy would have tapped it anyway. Like, a really funny own goal. Like, loops off his foot or he's no need to pass it back. That's 2. But a goalkeeper putting in a consistently hilarious and catastrophic performance is number 3. Every time he got it, you just thought, what's he going to do here?
It's that moment where they brought up Claudio Bravo in the 15-16 season had an 84% pass succession rate. He's a bloody goalkeeper. He cannot catch a football.
I mean, I'm an awful football hipster, but honest to God, I'm so sick of these passing bastards.
Surely, if you're a goalkeeper, your main focus is being a goalkeeper, not a bloody centre midfielder like Paul Scholes.
I get the way Guardiola wants to play. He needs a goalkeeper who can pass the ball, but you can't just get a goalkeeper who can only pass it. You need someone who is a goalkeeper first, and then. You
can train that into somebody though. There's passing drills you can do, like on FIFA and whatnot.
Joseph Rutherford Slater has absolutely nailed it. That goal was a mad thing.
Yes,
that's how. It was a mad. It was an orgasmic mad.
And that's also correct from that name at the bottom. No goal will beat Virgini's in the 8-0.
No, that was.
He did a goof run.
Yeah, go on, knock it out for a corner.
He's a decent player, Christie.
Avon, apparently, is Avon Tyres, so I don't know whether it's the same company, whether they now do a men's version where they deliver car parts instead of, like, foundation and lip gloss.
Very sexist of you.
What do you mean?
Generalisation. It's 2016, I don't know what to say anymore. Don't know what's right and wrong anymore, mate.
What's the best own goal you've seen from a Newcastle player?
I'll tell you what. Almost was. Do you remember Southampton away many moons ago where Andy O'Brien headed the ball off his own bar for the crack?
No, I don't remember that.
The cross comes in, he's roughly between the penalty spot and the 6-yard line. And all he needs to do is head it up the pitch and away from goal, but no, he stoops and heads it that way. Straight up onto the bar now.
Amazing.
As if he meant it.
Don't remember that. I'm trying to think what the best
own goal.
Best own goal I've ever seen. Best Newcastle own goal I've ever seen. I remember your man Jimmy Floyd Hasselbanks.
It's
for us after he spooned it out for a corner needlessly twice, and then on the third one, just diving headed it in the goal.
I can't think own goals.
Rafael Benitez. I'm trying to think. I can't remember us ever having a comedy own goal. Possibly because even if it was a comedy own goal, I wouldn't have thought it was funny at the time. Oh no, Paul Dummett against Burnley 2 seasons ago.
He headed
it over the keeper. Right. That was pretty funny. I was at that game. That was quite the game.
3-3, wasn't it? New Year's Day.
Oh, strength Jackson. There's a rumour I want to spread around. Jack Colback's first name is actually Jackson. See if that gets any traction.
Apparently there's a Stephen Taylor own goal here against Bournemouth last season.
Against Bournemouth? That's not a comedy own goal. Comedy own goal has to be ludicrous. You have to sit and watch it and wonder what on earth was going through the defender's mind when he tried to deal with the ball.
Dummett did that, didn't he, when he headed it over Crew?
Stephen Taylor diving in at the near post to cut out a cross, deflecting off the bottom of his foot and sneaking in the near post is not. I mean, he was doing what a defender would do in that position. It just ended up in his own goal. He just didn't do it very well. Comedy own goal, you have to look at it and not be able to understand how it's happened. Paul Dummett's lobbed own goal versus Crystal Palace. I don't remember that. Do you? What do you think of Man United current team?
Don't care. Newcastle is.
Oh, that's true, Geordie. I don't like having a goalkeeper wear number 28.
He's not first choice, is he?
Is he not?
Nah.
Maybe.
Big
Rob Elliott, who'll come in and wear 21. Equally uncomfortable.
Closer to 1, though, and it's got a
1 in it.
That's all that matters.
Yep. Oh no.
Wasn't there no NCE?
Oh,
Big Jamal! Bobby Jamal had it again. Go on then, Matthew.
Go on.
Off you go, son.
Magic Matt. See, Kichiani's nippy like.
He is.
You'll not let him run.
Why don't they flip reverse the old wingers there?
Johnny Russell's even quicker.
Is he?
Johnny Russell. Because whenever I used to play as a bad Scottish team on FIFA or Foot Manager, I always try and get Johnny Russell because he had either 20 or 99 for sprint speed, depending on what game you play. Oh, Mansell. Ross, have you seen your man? Because I tweeted you this, and I noticed you didn't reply. Your man, Freddie Woodman's comedy nearly own goal against Brazil.
I did the own goal that got him a call up to the England 21 straight after.
Yes. Wasn't an own goal. He didn't put it in his net, but it might as well have done.
A shocking touch.
Now, I watched it the first time, thought that's hilarious, that's a terrible mistake. Then I watched it back. What on earth, when they're getting pressed that highly, is the fullback doing? Lobbing his goalkeeper a pass 80 foot in the air.
Wait, this is it? This is England's new generation, isn't it? Where we need to play like Spain.
He had two options, right? You could either try and control it and then clear it, which he tried and failed, or he could have just tried to boot it out first time, dropping out the sky with a lad running into him. You never put your goal. Like I remember when Tim Krul first got into the first team for us. We played Man City at home, and they were pressing us, and he got a back pass in the first minute or something, didn't clear it properly, and they scored. And everyone was like, "Oh, it's terrible! Just put your foot through it. It's terrible." I'm sitting there thinking, "What are you doing? Giving your inexperienced young third choice goalkeeper an awful back pass like that in the first minute."
But you could argue if they're in the first team, they should be able to deal with that.
Oh, I wouldn't have given any goalkeeper that ball in the first couple of minutes. You should have just put it out for something if you were that panicking. But I don't know. You can help goalkeepers in these situations. A lot of the problems they have aren't their own made.
Free kicks. For me, John Joe stays on him until he misses one.
It's probably a personal preference in this situation, Ross. But did you prefer Gale's free kick or Shelby's free kick?
Shelby's free kick.
Why?
Because the keeper was never, ever, ever getting anywhere near it. I don't even think a Premier League keeper would have got anywhere near it. The way he just clipped it around the side of the wall was lovely, but Gale's, the keeper, got a very strong hand, didn't he? Ali Al-Habsi. He still got it in. The silly pillock. Someone in here.
There is. That's quite unsettling.
Do you want to go and check?
Do you think we're getting attacked from it? It'll be for the WCPW live stream.
Oh, who is it?
I don't know. Well, I was supposed to be activating it at 8 o'clock, so I presume it's whoever's taken over that responsibility.
It's 6:10, like.
Well, I don't know. Should I go make sure we're not being attacked?
Please.
Well, just give away the illusion that we're not actually in the What Culture headquarters office. We're in fact in your BDSM parlour. Who would you like to sign in January?
Lionel Messi.
Okay.
Lionel Messi, January.
He usually likes to spend a lot of time giving information to his players on the morning of the game. And he didn't do too badly, did he? Here's Anya.
Adam's talking to the person who's broken in, so I think we might be all right. Yes, we work for What Culture. What Culture owns NUFC fans these days. Jordan Rhodes. If you asked me about 3 years ago, it would have been Vidra, but Jordan Rhodes.
Wilson was in there, Lascelles was away. They are managing the game pretty well, Newcastle. As I said, there's high balls into the box. I think that does favour high in there with the two Newcastle centre halves. To master anything in trouble, Matt Shell so far. We're working well in partnerships as well. Take Vernon and Anita and Matt Ritchie, for example, down the right hand side. If one goes beyond with Ketchiani or if Olsen goes beyond, one tracks, one stays with the man that's in front of them. And it's just there's a lot of good communication, even down this left hand side with Dermot and Gouffran. Wonderful goal by Gouffran, but he's done his defensive side of the job very well.
Andre Gray, but I'd take his Twitter account off him. You know why. You don't need me to tell you why. They were disgusting, weren't they?
I fought him off.
Who was it?
It's What Culture administrative staff member Kieran Wilson, who is here to make the final preparations for tonight's screening of WCPW Stacked 8 p.m.
They don't care.
Yeah, well, judging by the amount of blocked messages we're getting, I think probably quite a lot of them do. Apparently, something hilarious has happened in the Liverpool game. Did you answer that question? Who would win a fight, me or you?
Sorry?
Did you answer that question? Who would win a fight, me or you?
Oh, no. But obviously the answer's me.
Yeah, you don't know what game I've got. If Musa was sold for 30 million, how much is Anita worth? 100 million.
At least 3 times that. At least. Maybe even 4.
No way. 4 times that. 120 million pounds. The way the market's going, you'd be paying 120 million pounds for a squad player soon enough. Like,
it's all going to come to an end soon, isn't it? There's going to be a cap.
The bubble is going to burst. Yes, the football money bubble is almost certainly going to burst.
Good question. Tiote's volley or Gouffran's volley?
Tiote's. Yeah, I mean,
weaker foot.
I mean, technically, because Gouffran's got loads of people in front of him, he doesn't see it until right the last second. It's probably Gouffran's is probably technically a better hit of the ball, and he's got it. He's coming across
It's a sweeter strike.
It's a sweeter strike, but Tiote's to go 4-4 in a game when you were 4-0 down in the last minute.
Do you even try that?
Yeah, Tiote's all day. All day.
The best hold midfielder at Newcastle is Vernon Anita.
Maybe Hayden now. Oh, Magic Matt! Now, I always assumed that our main strength in this league would be we'd have better quality, and in tight games that would tell. There'd be a little moment of it here and there that you get 1-0s in bad games because we'd have better quality. I did not think that quality was going to be on Gouffran.
Well, obviously not. How could you? The guy's been missing for 3 years. But I'm nervous now because in the first 3 games, was it 4? 3 games, we're all conceding the 45th minute. And then
Well,
we're
we'll
getting,
stop that though.
we're getting
We'll
close.
stop that, Ross. It's fine. We'll stop that. See, Vern's there. Matt Ritchie's there. John Joe Shelby's there. Jack Colback's there. You see, everybody's there. Who was the best holding midfielder you've seen at Newcastle?
Vern and Anita.
Ever.
Better than Rob Lee, better than Dave Batty, better than...
I see, you've got
Andy
to
Fay.
remember, the holding midfield is a fairly new thing. You used to have leg breakers and reducers in centre midfield, but the holding midfielder, somebody who doesn't necessarily tackle.
Andy Fay,
Jesus Christ.
awful.
Awful player.
Alan Smith, awful.
Best holding midfielder. Proper.
Czech Tiote was unbelievable the first
Yeah,
two...
Tiote's first season.
First
two seasons.
First 2 seasons, aye.
Do you know Danny Guthrie played more for us in that season we finished 5th than Tiote did? Do you know that?
I don't believe you.
He had about 2 more appearances. Tiote missed over half the season with injury in that year.
But one of the things everyone harps on about that season is the
Goodbye,
midfield pairing,
yeah. And then towards the end of the season, the 3, when he... Somehow, Alan Pardew turned Jonas Gutierrez into one of the best water-carrying central midfielders in Europe. It was outrageous. Which is why I thought, we're getting into some history here, but when we signed Vernon
Good
Anita,
France down. He's finished. Career's over.
can you imagine if that's like... He does that nutmeg hit the bar.
Ambo!
He does that nutmeg hit the bar thing. He scores that goal. Get away.
Oh, Jack. Penalty. I got it. Oh.
Nah, that's fine. Get
bloody
away, man.
hell. Bloody Scottish one as well, isn't it?
Him?
Craig Bryson, Scottish, isn't
Is
he?
he?
I'm sure he's Scottish.
He's never been around the squad as far as I know. Oh my word! Get up.
Anyway, what were you saying?
Absolutely delighted when we signed Vernon Anita. Because if you looked at that squad we had to finish 5th, right? Ben Arthur, perfect. You couldn't improve on that. You couldn't buy a better player than that. Barr, you couldn't have bought a better player than that. Cisse, at the time, you wouldn't have thought you could have bought a better striker than that. Backline needed improving, yes, but that 3 he was playing, when those games when we played 4-3-3. Cabai, you weren't going to replace. Tiote, you weren't going to replace. But Gutierrez was filling in that role. Doing a great job at it, but he was filling in as a centre midfielder. And we needed, like, this player who could just get the ball and move it, and all he would do was go and get it and move it and get it and move it and get it and move it. And, you know, he wouldn't look to attack. He wasn't really a defender. He just had to circle the ball. And Vernon Anita at Ajax was probably one of the best players in Europe doing it. I thought, there he goes. We're going to play 4-3-3 all next season. And
then what did we do? We kicked the ball straight out his seats. He couldn't touch it.
No, what happened was Denver. Oh no, not Gouffran. Yeah, Denver Bar took a huff about playing wide, so we had to play 4-4-2 instead. And it never happened. We never played 4-3-3 again. We never, honestly. We had the perfect 3 midfielders for a midfield 3. Cabai, Tiote, and Anita. And I don't think once it happened.
Wait, the style of football changed, didn't it?
Yeah.
Pards got scared.
Well, he was just trying to satisfy. He's trying to satisfy both the Denver.
Krul would start by passing it short to Big Mike, and then Big Mike would hoof it straight over Vern's head, so he couldn't do anything with it.
Oh, Chris Warner, 97. What a pub game. Can you name any players whose initials are the same as their position? Oh, it's amazing. Craig Bryson, is he a centre back?
Centre midfield.
Nah.
Let's try goalkeeper.
I can't. I already went there.
We had one, didn't we? Was it Gary Kelly?
Gary Krul. There you go as well.
Gary Krul?
Gary Krul. That's his name, isn't it?
No, I mean, early 90s.
Gary Kelly.
Was it
I think
Gary?
that's right. Gary Kelly was a...
I know he played for the Leeds right back as well, but I'm sure we had a keeper called that.
Okay.
I might be making it up, who knows.
That'd be a... Oh. So, right back. Ryan Bertrand? Right back?
Left back.
Oh, he plays right... Come on, he
He's a
plays
left
right
back,
back.
man. He's a left back.
He can play right back.
Right back. Ryan Bennett from Norwich. He's a centre half as well.
Centre back.
Hard this, you know.
No, left winger. Can't think any players of a W for a surname.
What are you doing?
Trying to think any players of a W for a surname. Can't think of any.
Winger.
Just any of them? Just any player who has a W for a surname?
Ian Wright.
Okay, well, it's not very good. Doesn't help.
What are you doing? What's W for?
Left winger?
Oh, left wing.
Left wing, right
Would
wing?
be LM, wouldn't it?
No, I think you can have some license with it. LM. We're going to be here. We'll be doing this all night.
Lothar Matthäus.
We'd love the Matthäus. Anyway, sorry.
CDM, wouldn't he?
Please get us your questions in for half time. We'll do our best to answer them over the next 10-15 minutes.
It's half time now.
That's what I mean. Gabo Corrali. Oh my days!
Stop it.
What? Stephen Taylor, because he was always a great striker for the opposition. Oh,
Stephen Thompson, was he someone in Scotland? Like,
Stephen Thompson.
Stephen Thompson?
I can't remember who he played.
Sure, he was a striker.
Thoughts on Janmaat beating West Ham 4-2 today?
I'm
Well,
sure he had a little bit of help, like.
Yeah, there's probably 10 other players. I think, did he start?
Yeah, I think. Well, yeah, I heard Kamara talk about him.
Fair play to Janmaat. Like he's on his day, he's a very good right back, but those days, the year we went down were few and far between. He's got his move. I don't think any of us would have wanted to keep him this year.
Well, he was disgraced the first few games.
Yeah.
You can tell he just didn't care, and then there's my huge scoop.
Your huge scoop when you saw him in the car?
After the Huddersfield game. He was on the road 15 minutes after full time, which is far too quick when you consider team talks.
Team talk, shower.
Dressing down, all that.
Yeah. Because we got beat as well.
He was up Barrack Road on the phone in his car.
Get me out of here.
Holding, not hands free.
Actually, the huge scoop here isn't that he was in the car and like calling his agent. The huge scoop is that Daryl Janmaat drives on while he's on the phone. Good riddance, in my opinion. Road safety is quite important, especially on Barrack Road.
Yeah.
Would you change anything at half time, Ross? I mean, I know we're winning, but it doesn't mean.
Maybe Gale hasn't had a kick really.
No, we're not been counter-attacking either. We've had a lot more of the ball than I thought we were going to have.
Diarme as well has been bad again for me.
We've not really got the options up that end of the pitch. We've got Mitrovic and forget Perez. You could swap Mitrovic and Perez for Diarme and Gale. I would say, personally, I would keep that for an hour, and if it's still as it is, I would do the double swap straight away. Lazar, I mean, he's going to have to. Gedlin's already made his debut. But I would imagine. I don't think we're going to end this game with the same two fullbacks we started with. I'd be very surprised.
Well, why not?
Because you would say, I know it's Vern.
You're not taking Vern off.
No, but you've got to start blooding either Yedlin or Lazar, and they're both on the bench. I told you, man, I think I would start doing it purely so I could bring Lazar on from more attack side. Let's get the old sweets in.
It's an absolutely outstanding goal. And you've got to say, probably Newcastle deserved to.
It was an outstanding goal.
How strong they are on set pieces.
I can't wait to take Danny Higginbotham's take on a bloody thunderblasted volley like this.
Do you remember Danny Higginbotham scoring against us in a tiny weird derby? I remember
The one where Joey Barton kicked. Who was it?
Dixon
the two.
Dixon the two in the nipple.
In the willy, wasn't it?
Well, he started at the nipple. And by the time his foot left Dixon the two, it was at the willy area.
And they gave a footsie with him.
The minute it hits his foot, it's into the back of the net. But then I just think in this situation, if we pause it,
So what would you change or anything?
Striker or the cam. I think that's it.
The cam.
We're looking quite solid everywhere else.
You happy with Colback?
Wait, who's on the bench to replace him?
Hayden?
He's doing all right, isn't he? He's milling around. I wouldn't waste a substitution on him yet. Like, you never know what might happen.
At no point really did Wilson know where
An injury.
No, true.
Gouffran looks like he's not going to be able to continue. He was riding around. His thighs are too big.
Thoughts on how the Premier League is shaping up? None of our business,
Don't
to be
care.
totally honest. See how it looks when we get back up. Yeah, from what I've seen, just kind of by the numbers. Everyone thought Man City, Man United looked really good. They look really good. Arsenal are a bit all over the shop, but getting results. Liverpool, they got. Actually, I'm not sure what's happening. I think 2-0 up against. They're getting beat 2-0 off Leicester. 2-0 up.
Don't know.
It's 2-0 when I last looked. I don't know which way it is. Yeah, I don't know. Not what to do with us. Thoughts on Henri Saivet trash talking Rafa and the clue?
He kind of talked about the fantastic clue.
Oh, was that when he was saying players like no, that was.
right now.
Somebody left and said that like players like Obertan and Marvo weren't getting played when they should have been. I haven't actually seen these Saive quotes. If you want to enlighten us with them.
Is it? Why is that set out like that? It's 2-1 in the Liverpool game.
2-1 now, is it?
Oh, 2-1 to Liverpool.
So they were 2-0.
Oh, it's the first game in Anfield with that new stand in it.
Oh, they finished building it, have they? Oh.
That's why the first 3 away games were away. First 3 games were away.
Well, yeah, all your away games tend to be away. If Newcastle if Sunderland stay up this season and you get promoted, would you get the job run for the derby?
Yes, and I'd kick the SHI tail just for the crack.
If he wants to set up SAFC fans in his spare time, he's welcome to, but he'll not be on this channel. I would have said.
I'm alright with that as well.
Yeah.
I'm all about public humiliations of the guy. Look at that thigh. Wow.
You guys from what culture? Johnny Boy's new, isn't he?
Aye.
Do you want the puddle in this? Yes, I'll knock that over. Martin Kirby for striker. Oh, we should get him up. I mean, Damo might now in real life.
He must. If he likes foot, I don't know if he likes foot.
Must be a Leeds.
Never really thought about it. He must be a Leeds fan.
Damo's a Man United fan.
Which would be a shame. That's a shame as well.
He's from Northern Liverpool, Man United fans. Who else are going to support? Newry.
Bohemians.
You racist.
Belfast United.
Probably not. Me and Damo have had a big DM exchange over Football Manager.
A DM exchange?
Oh, mate, me and Damo are now close in real life friends.
Saucy that.
I know, right? There's a huge scoop here. Do you like rugby? Lol, no.
Awful sport.
Terrible. Tory sport. And you'd ban SAFC fans from the building. Who knows?
You can send a tweet apparently.
Oh? You get sent tweets all the time. Ross, do you still love your tripod? That's what you're being asked.
Not mine.
It's your brother's tripod, isn't it?
I'd just like to take this moment to say hello to Jordan Ellis, Richard Lawrence, Ryan Leet and Martin Crawley.
Who are they, Ross?
They're my pals from here.
From here?
The Mighty Pet, the Morpeth Mafia.
Are they the ones you go on holiday with in all these England away days?
No.
Oh, you've got other friends? Friends you like travelling with?
They're uni
more?
friends then.
Right.
From the Manchester.
Got any stories you'd like to share about them?
No.
No, me neither.
None of your business.
Now to do with you, so. I would imagine if Santiago Munoz came back. Not really.
Like that.
Well, we'll never get Santiago Munoz back. We have got his younger brother. We've all seen that picture, right?
Oh, Perez.
Yeah.
Oh.
His younger brother in the film looks the spit of Perez. It's really sad what they're doing with Kevin Bacon, isn't it?
I don't get this, because
What have I told you about going through my wardrobe?
going through her wardrobe, surely he wouldn't fit in her wardrobe.
Is that because that's clearly a man's leather suit and she would wear a woman's?
She's also a woman with a petite figure, and he's a man,
I mean,
so it wouldn't fit.
if you want to pull apart the EE adverts, I think it's quite easy to do that. There's holes in there you can exploit, certainly.
Aye.
I think you just got to take it all with a pinch of salt.
No.
I don't have to. Do what I want.
Helps shield from irritation in a close, comfortable shave. Gillette.
Rate our kit from fave to least fave. Fave, home, second fave. This one, third fave.
I'm a sucker for the one we're going on tonight. Like,
More than the home kit.
the more I look at the home kit, it's a pair of braces, isn't it?
No, you've ruined it for me. That's it. You ruined it for me.
It's
It
like
is,
the
it
one
is.
where we finished fifth. That was a waistcoat.
No, I love
with a
that.
t-
No,
with a-
I love that
with a
kit.
tie.
That's a lovely kit. You know what? It's that Burger King advert. I'm so jealous of your burger.
Sorry?
Your burger in the fridge.
Oh, in the fridge.
Have you seen Paddy Power? I've had a host of complaints about this advert. Apparently, it's sick that somebody kicked a cat.
Well, we live in 2016 when no one's allowed to say anything without someone getting offended.
I can say I like your burger.
For the first televised Premier League match every Saturday and Sunday.
You couldn't say that to a woman.
Now that'll set the cat among the
Is that right?
Paddy Power.
Women not like it when you mention their burger. Anyway, saw the question come up before. I have to scroll up. It's gone, but it was good. Not can I be your friend?
Huh?
Go. Do you think Rafa will leave if Newcastle don't get promoted?
Yes. And his reputation will be
I think
trashed.
it's he has to, almost in a sense, because the money we've been given. I mean, I know we've technically not spent anything, but the kind of players we've attracted, the wages, he can't. I mean, right now we can't say he wasn't given what he needed to succeed. Normally, we have a degree of sympathy with managers because they're working under a structure that's, very difficult. We've always had a bit of sympathy.
It's Rafa Benitez with the squad that's been assembled
By Rafa Benitez now.
Yeah.
We could field an entire Rafa Benitez 11. No.
For basically, if you count in January as well, this squad's like worth 160 million.
He's of his picks. So yeah, I think if we don't get promoted, that represents a huge failure on his part. That I'm kind of happily. I think I can say that. I think if we don't get up, as long as we're not dreadful, if we just miss it by a bit, I don't think we'll turn on him. I don't think you'll ever have to worry about that. I think you'll still be. Just watch it again. Oh my word! That's incredible. He couldn't even believe it himself, can he?
I mean, how could you?
Wow. Are we the two heavyweights in the championship? Aston Villa, surely.
Aston Villa, the heavyweights.
You know what we should do? There's an article I'll write in my spare time for no money. Every single tweet that that Aston Villa chairman's done, ranked from most to least cringy.
What was the one last week where he quoted some film?
He put the film from any given Sunday, the Al Pacino one, which has nothing to do with football or anything to do with Villa. Can the current squad make it in the Prem, or do we have to sell and rebuy?
Kieran Clark will have to leave. Have to leave.
Not big on Kieran Clark, are you?
God, dear me. Dear me. Kieran Clark will have to leave. He's the worst. The very worst I've ever seen.
Our strongest 11 now, in whatever that is in your mind, how do you think that would do in the Premier League with no additions?
Well, Rafa at the helm, I think, would finish 14th? 15th, maybe?
So we'd survive with that?
I think we'd survive. I think it's got enough. A lot of that team came close to staying up.
Yeah.
With a donkey as a manager for half the season. Or 3/4 of the season.
Steve McLaren.
16-1 for Gouffran to score next. Considering he was on the floor in pain.
Yeah,
it's quite low odds then.
Oh God, Newcastle best 11 ever. Jesus, I wouldn't even know how to start.
Shout out's been well received.
Yeah, I saw that. Top corner. Whoops, you think I'm in love, that I'm sent from above. Gouffran is not, is he? No, there's your boy. Look at him.
You know what he'd do? He'd run through a brick wall for Newcastle United,
He would now.
He knows what it means to play for Newcastle United.
Go on, do it. Go on, Ross. Everyone loves it.
It's me alter ego, that.
He knows what it means to play for Newcastle. That's the bit I meant, not Gouffran. Gouffran Cox would be my thing.
You can't, no.
That's mine.
Your brother wouldn't have it.
Yeah, he's not here. He's not here to complain. He's not here to tell us no.
Maybe he'll copy someone's shtick.
Nothing's original in 2016, Ross. I thought we established this.
That is. I can confirm. I haven't spoken to the man myself. Anyway, the football's back on.
Oh, I missed my opportunity to stick my paella in the microwave, lads. Because I'm nothing if not ceremonial. And, Ross, what do you think my chances are? Because, I mean, I make an absolutely unbelievable paella. You can ask anyone in the office.
You and your fancy food.
Paella's not fancy.
It's called paella.
It's Spanish.
Fancy.
Handball. Paella's not fancy. Anyway, I'll make a banging paella. What do you reckon my odds of ever getting to make it for Rafa? Slim.
Slim to none.
Slim to none, but if you'd said to Taylor, what are your chances of you getting shown how to defend a set piece using a chair?
Well, I mean, this is the thing.
He would have said 0.
If Rafa's a fan of the channel, why the hell
Well,
not?
you know, the club did wish us well on our launch day a if you recall.
We've had no correspondence since, though.
I have.
You have?
Yeah, I keep asking them to use their images and they keep saying no. Hi, Anthony. Yeah, I know you don't watch.
Oh,
Jesus
my God.
Christ. What was he doing? Oh, my God. Oof.
It's alright, man. I was never going in. Robbie Campbell thinks we have a license to show EFL live football.
You reckon?
Says there. Is the match actually going to be on? No is the answer.
We're not Sky. You know we're not Sky, right? Oh, there we go. Do you think Remy Cabella was bad?
What's worse than bad?
Tell you what, get on the Googles right now
Like-
and Google Adam Cleary, Remy Cabella, and you can read an absolutely brilliant article by yours truly about Remy Cabella on 442.com, in which he take you through his first 6 months and all the stats and explain why he's actually quite good, but he was never going to make it here.
Because he's a massive fanny.
I call him Ponce in it. That's about it. I didn't say massive fanny.
I've never seen a more feminine man in my life.
Really?
Yeah,
Ever?
ever.
Nothing wrong with that.
I know there's nothing wrong with it, but when you're looking for a footballer,
Oh my word. That's good from Colback, to be fair. He's held him up without
Yeah.
fouling him.
but for a footballer to be as feminine as he was, it just doesn't make any sense, does it?
What was feminine about?
Just everything about him, the way he ran was a bit. There was no intent there. He's tackling, everything about him. I'm going to get in trouble here, aren't I?
No, I think you're right. I'll let you know if you go over the line.
He's going to shoot, isn't he?
Why
Gouffran
wouldn't you?
picks it
Why
up.
wouldn't you if you Gouffran?
Referee. See, where would you have had the free kick there? Where Gouffran was fouled away, Richie.
Where Richie's fouled.
Gale, sorry.
Where Gale's fouled. Well, we've got it.
John Joe's going to step up and ping it in the top corner. Cabella or Torvan, neither is the answer.
I liked Remy Cabella. I thought he had a lot of good, a lot to his game that people didn't appreciate.
He wasn't quick. His tricks did nout. Like Yannick Bolasie this, Will, when he does a trick, it sometimes does something, but Cabella does it.
Cabella was a kind of
When
if
no
he'd had
one's
a-
around
If he'd
him.
had a second season with it, I think you would have seen a lot more from him.
But
I mean-
you'd hope so, because
I know it was a one-off, and I know he never replicated it that season. But if you look at the Chelsea game, you can't have a performance like that against a team like that if you're a bad footballer.
he was very good that day.
I mean,
If I believe it or not,
people sort of put him and Tovan in the same bracket, don't they? Because they both came, same club, even the same squad number, very similar seasons, equally as disappointing, and then they both left. And they're both at Marseille right now. But you look at Tovan, right? He did nout like that. He never had a really good standout game or a standout performance. He did anything really.
no.
Cabella had a couple of flashes in games, which would largely get overshadowed by the stuff he didn't do. And then the 3 games after that Chelsea game, he was class. If you go back and watch them, he was playing
I
really
won't be
well. He
doing
was
that,
beating
no.
players. Then you'll just have to take my word for it. The whole game where he scored, he was really good, and then we played somebody at home where he was really good, and then he went back off the boil straight away again after that.
I wrote an article for the deceased Watco Training FC, the 10 best individual performances of the Premier League era, and coming in number 10 was Remy Cabella against
It
Chelsea.
was brilliant.
When he rattled the woodwork, I can't remember what it was the bar.
When Cesar Azpilicueta went off injured because he was trying to work out which way Cabella was going, there's the expression in basketball, an ankle breaker.
No.
When you make the ball go one way and you slide the other, and the guy, because basketball courts are slippy, some guy, if you slip over, it's called an ankle breaker. You don't actually break your ankles, it's just a funny term, but Remy Cabella actually did an ankle breaker in a game of football with Azpilicueta, and it blew his hamstring out. He sent him off the pitch. If you could have cancelled one transfer from the window, who and why? I think we're both going to agree on this.
Andros.
Kieran Clark.
Oh,
is
right,
that in or out?
In or out,
Oh.
right.
Out. Yeah, out Andros, in Clark.
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
Keeper! Oh my god.
Oh, I thought it was in. Oh my god, I thought it was in. I thought you let it go in. Yeah.
Wijnaldum or Sissoko back. Wijnaldum every day.
Nah, Sissoko back, so we can just sell him for 30 million again.
Great in time pass into Ikechianya. Needs to stand up a little bit more though to cause a bit more trouble for the Newcastle.
I mean, fair play
If
to
you
Matt
look at-
Sells there. He lets that go when he could tip it over. So you must know exactly where his goal is because he's not looking at it. He's a lucky boy, that boy.
Signs of encouragement.
No, Andy Carroll can stay where he is in the injury room at West Ham.
Bye, Andy.
I hate those rumours because he's been at West Ham for 4 years now, believe it or not.
How many games? He was played like less
Exactly,
than
he
50
must have
games.
played at least at most a quarter of the games. Yet we still get linked with him for 15 million quid or whatever it is. It's a joke.
Do we get linked with him for any other reason than A, he made a big fuss about not really wanting to go? Fraudulently, we may add.
Yeah, he did
And
want-
also he's from Newcastle.
No.
Is that it?
That's
And
it.
Pardew used to stoke that fire all the time, didn't he?
Mm.
Ross, I've been told to inform you that it is indeed 2016, and you have offended my good friend Kaylee with your comment about not wanting femininity in a male footballer. I suspect she's going to follow this up with a text saying that because I am quite feminine when I play football and also do a silly run. But
See what I mean? You see what I mean?
yes, but you know, the hundreds watching, the hundreds in my phone book. It's only one person.
Hundreds in your phone book.
I've had the same number for about 8 or 9 years now. Check out my channel for goals and highlights. No, Ben, we're busy. If you could bring any Newcastle legends back, who would you bring?
Alan Shearer.
He'd be terrible now, though. He can't even run.
I think they mean at the pump.
You know, right now, you bring any ex-Newcastle player back right now, who would you bring?
Andros Townsend.
Yeah.
There isn't many, like.
Keep it in. Gouffran.
You see, he had to lighten his step there for them bloody advertising things on the floor. If it was just grass, he would have got that back again. Bloody championship. You wouldn't say that in the Premier League, would you?
What, advertising holdings right next to the pitch? Yeah.
On the floor?
On the what? On the floor?
They're on the. They're like
Is
sheets.
it not just painted in the grass?
No, they're sheets on the floor.
Sure.
You haven't St James's?
Yes, at their prime. Well, Shearer.
Shearer.
Beardsley. Oh, actually, no. If you actually look at what we need in the squad right now, Peter Beardsley.
Mm. The calm.
Yeah.
The floater.
The flute. Spray it.
Darren Bent. Bloody hell.
Darren Bent. DB for England.
Tom Ince as well. Do you remember when McLaren first came and were on the brink of getting him as well?
Were we?
For like 4 million quid. Do you remember when the Chronicles Chris Waff worked for the What Culture FC?
Never heard of him. Oh, is that the lad in the car with the bad tie?
Don't have a go at Chris. Nice guy.
I can go with his tie all I want. Shot him.
But anyway, he used to write at least 17 news stories a day on bids from Newcastle going in for Tom Ince
Wow.
that have been reported elsewhere. Secondarily sourced information. It's the best information.
Hi, Chris. Miss you, buddy. Used to bump into him quite a lot in the Bridge Tavern.
Do miss me. My bi-weekly catch-ups with him in the press box at St James's Park.
Shame we don't have that this year. Silly we don't have it almost.
Well, we wouldn't have got it this year. I'm not going to go into why we got it. But it was on condition which we didn't meet.
Alright. Were we even close to meeting it?
Not at all.
Wow. Would you reckon Thiago Alcantara would be good signing?
Alcantara.
Alcantara. An Alcantara.
Well, yes.
Yeah?
Do you know who it is?
The Barcelona lad.
Bayern Munich now. FC Bayern München.
Yeah, I'm sure that he'd come here next year when we go up. Totally. No. John Joe Shelby, look at him. The super villain. I hate these numbers on the back of the shirts, mind. I hate this.
I like it, mate.
No, it's horrible.
Nice little design.
It's awful.
It's for men's prostate, you horrible
No,
man.
I've got no problem with the cause.
You see, in 2016, he just offended everyone that wants to fight against men's prostate cancer.
Offended everyone
Men's
with
as
cause.
opposed to women's. Men's.
Women's prostate cancer. No, I'm sorry. Like, I will I'll run a run. I'll sign it. I'll sign a petition, whatever you want, but just come with a better font game. Charities, please. We've got these boxed in here. Ah, oh, did. Oh, there we go.
Did you know Jamal used to play basketball for Derby something or other?
This, the official fans account, the official club account, released this information today.
That's what I'm facing.
Jamal Lascelles was born in Derby.
He's going to hit it. Oh, what an awful pass.
Sorry, kept that in. Oh!
I think it's time for Diarmé to cease to wish his gob.
Wished? A Scottish word, that?
No. We used to have a teacher called Mr. Cushnahan.
Mr. Cushnahan.
Mr. Cushnahan, he used to... Didn't have any eyelashes. He used to blink like that. He used to use the standing PE teacher in middle school.
Eyelashes?
Had no
What do you
eyelashes.
mean he had no eyelashes?
He was always blinking like this. He had no eyelashes to keep all the shit out of his eyes. First swear word. An hour into the game.
Over an hour at the stream. Go on, put it out, you coward.
Anyway, he was Scottish and always used to say that. He always used to say, because he was a standing PE teacher and we were doing football and PE, he was going to make us play like Ajax.
What, the popular under the sink
Good to
bacterial?
play like Ajax! And no doubt, because we're in 2016, I've offended every Scottish. Yeah, Scots.
Everyone from Scotland and Holland who's watching it. That's not a bad ball.
What's he trying to do there? Take it down on the swivel, it's a goal.
Take it down on the swivel.
Well, no, take it down, then hit it on the swivel. That would have been it. Nigel Pearson would absolutely... I don't even know what the word is.
He'd mully you.
He'd murder us.
He'd turn you into a fine
Nigel
taste.
Pearson's a black belt in something. And there's that story when he was on holiday last summer and he got attacked by a pack of wolves and he had to play dead. Do you hear about that?
Sorry, right, can I... Look.
Nigel Pearson last...
Oh,
Diarmy's in!
Oh!
Thought it was a dink. Nigel Pearson went on holiday last summer and he was going up a mountain
Right.
and he was alone.
Are you not confusing this with that Liam Neeson movie?
Don't watch films, mate. And he got attacked by a pack of wolves and he had to play dead in a bush until they left him alone. True story.
Is that... I can't believe that.
He did an interview, was it on Soccer
If you
Saturday?
had a fight with Nigel... And I don't think you're a soft man, Ross, but if you had a fight with Nigel Pearson, a day later, someone would walk into Nigel Pearson's office and he would be spreading something on a piece of rye Vita or something or a cracker and they'd be like, "Oh, what's that?" And you go, "That's Ross Tweddle." He would...
He'd make me into a nice buttery paste.
He would. He'd have you in a pestle and mortar within about 10 minutes.
He's a black belt in something, Nigel Pearson.
He's a black belt in Pearson. It's his own thing he's developed. Lads, do you think the club should set up a scouting base in Italy or maybe Brazil?
Well, there's information we've got there. Are we allowed to say this information?
Probably not.
We have information as to why they don't sign Italian players, which we can't say.
Well, it's probably the reason everybody assumes. There's not a history of Italian players really adapting to the Premier League well, so it's not an area the club want to put in.
There is also reasons why we don't sign players from here, from there, from our yonder.
Certain characteristics of French players are also not encouraged, but we'll definitely not be saying that one. Callback needs to come off. It says 2 minutes. 2 minutes on the. He's been on the last 2 ones. Hello.
Mitro's not on yet. It can only be a few minutes though.
Hence why De Harvey's defence isn't terrifying. See, I've often considered this question at the top. Who would win, the Newcastle team from the 90s versus the early 2000s? So basically, Keegan's best team versus Robson's best team.
Keegan's best team.
Robson's. You got any idea how much football came on in those 7 or 8 years?
Yeah, but the players were better players.
The players were much better, but they wouldn't be able to compete past about 60 or 70 minutes. They'd be absolutely knackered.
I know what you're getting at. Like you couldn't go out for a pint after a match in 2003.
No, but you still could in the 90s.
Yeah, but forget about that. We're talking about the players here.
Oh, ability-wise, they wiped the floor with him.
There, but forget about that nonsense. If they're both in the same era playing at the same time, that's what he's asking.
Oh, yeah, definitely. But if you just took that team at its best versus that team at its best, I think Robson's team would win.
Keegan's team would just keep the ball for 60 minutes and win 1-0.
Definitely kept it. As you know, Ross, that's not what we like doing. We're getting playing it, moving it around and hitting the ball yard. Oh, I just don't want to go to work, even though we're sitting in the office. Now, Ross, we've surpassed the hour mark. Now, I don't wish to be dragging up old stuff, but you were very pessimistic about this game. Has your feelings changed? Have your feelings changed?
Only takes a second to score a goal, Adam. You should know that by now.
I do, but I'm merely asking about your feelings.
I mean, it's going well, isn't it? We're not looking in danger at all, are we? We're keeping them at bay. I don't want to say too much because I know I'll jinx it. But it's going well.
I can't remember the last time we really had the ball for a while. That's probably quite important in these situations.
I mean, if they've got in their own half, I don't care. They can keep it for the rest of the game if they want.
Oh,
Go on,
Richie.
Ginger Jack. It's Ginger
What's
Jack,
Ginger
that
Jack?
one. Number 4. Diarme certainly needs to do something soon because he's been awful again.
He's already off for me.
Oh,
that's
Sales.
not a good ball. Oh, with. Sorry, ball. Oh, give it up. One day Newcastle will win the Prem and the Champions League. Do you think this can happen?
Nah.
No. No.
With financial fair play in now, it's every team that isn't a top team now is buggered, aren't they?
Largely, yeah.
They can't spend that money to make them a top team now.
Nope.
So no, unfortunately. But then again, you have Leicester, don't you, who win it on fluke.
Well, they're doing alright this season, was it a fluke?
Oh wait, it was a fluke. That's never going to happen again. A team from that level win the league.
See, you say that, right, but Leicester came up, stayed up, won the league. We came up, stayed up, now you won the league. Happens every so often. Although we did bankroll ourselves to it.
Yeah. Which we couldn't do this time though.
Matt Sells, what are you doing?
That was going
Is that a
out.
play?
He needs to stop flapping like he looks like a big fella. Why does he not just barge people out of the way?
Doesn't want to hurt them. Just kind. If you could go back and sign Ross McCormack instead of Dwight Gill, would you do it?
No. Is it? Wait, currently 4 and
4 and 5,
4 and
4 and
5,
4 and a half.
Yeah. Can't argue with it.
It's like
What's-
Chris
what's-
Powell.
It is Chris Powell.
Good bloke, Chris Powell, apparently. It's like Kevin Phillips.
Right, he scored 30 goals in a season. He's better than Adam.
Super Kev.
He's better than Adam Shearer.
Super Kev.
Well, that's a foul. He needs to bring Mitro on now. Like we need someone to hold the ball up.
Double change for me. Top 2 off for Mitro and Perez.
Oh!
Did Shelby duck there?
I thought it hit him on the arse nearly.
Look at Scott Carson. If he wasn't a footballer, he'd be an early 19th century urchin working in some kind of back street.
I don't know. He was on loan at Charlton Villa. I remember him being very, very good back in the day.
When he was at Liverpool, he was supposed to be wicked, wasn't he?
Now he's just an absolute pleb. It's
Terrible.
ever since that Croatia game, isn't it?
He got McLaren, basically.
Big win, Vern.
Anita with the uncontested header there, very good. Ah, get away.
Get on the weights, man.
Greg's advert.
And
Amazing. I'm so happy. I had a Greg's today, right?
what would you get?
I've got a steak and cheese roll.
Incorrect
My
choice.
new favourite Greg's product, a steak and cheese roll.
Incorrect choice.
Oh, sure.
If you're going pasty based,
Yeah.
it's chicken or steak, or a
Now-
sausage and bean melt,
Formerly, chicken bake was my pastry of choice.
or all three.
I love it. I love a chicken bake. Steak bake if there's not got chicken, and sausage and bean when you're feeling a bit fragile. But have you had these steak and cheese rolls?
No.
Mate, they're unbelievable. They're
But if you're
absolutely
going,
outrageous.
if you're going sandwich based, chicken mayonnaise, out of this world.
The hot ones they do now are sensational. They put a little shelf on the side. They do like a meatball one. They do like a peri peri chicken one. They're class. Tweeting Grace the other day, a little to and fro. Told them that I apologised profusely for saying that I heard that Starbucks had a new and improved bacon sandwich. So I went there on the morning to get it. It's dreadful. So I'd never leave them again.
Fair enough.
He replied saying,
Got Rafa's bald patch there.
Rafa Benitez can be as bold as he wants. What?
Did you see what happened there?
No.
Chancel tried to backheel it. He backheeled against his own leg and put it off the throw. After having a pass fired at his chest by John Joe Shelby.
Now I've been getting this a lot lately. You look like Ericsson.
Oh, what's he doing?
It's alright.
Why?
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Take that into your gut cells. What's wrong with you?
What are we doing now? The move now, Ross.
Oh
my word.
God. Make
Hit the
changes,
ball.
Rafa, man. We're a sinking ship here. Need some new life pumped into it.
It's good. Good wing play, mind Kichianya.
Boy, that's close, that.
Bad cross. I think, does that come off Vern's foot? Oh, it's moving all over the place.
Oh,
that.
come off it, man. It just went a steady curve. Judge that one.
Slow motion, man. Anyway, I've been getting this a lot recently. Apparently I look like Christian Eriksen.
You do?
I do not see it.
Your hair? Your little, like your... Oh, that's mad. You got like a little narrow face that he's got as well. Obviously, he looks more... You do look a good 10 years older for me, though. It's the facial hair.
Ross, the age is very sensitive topic.
It's the facial hair. Christian Eriksen's got a baby's arse of a face. Whereas you've gone for the rugged stubble look.
Good save that, Ross. Very well saved.
Man speaks the truths.
Certainly do. 20 minutes left, Ross. How are you feeling confident?
Needs to make a change. We're plodding along at the minute.
Oh my word.
He's gave it to them. He's had his leg broken.
I can't believe he's not made a change. We've barely had a kick this off. Other than that bit where your man from Derby fell over and Diarmé ran through.
He's been bad again, hasn't he?
Diarmé.
Mm-hmm.
He's been ineffective, certainly.
See, I wish I knew a Hull fan to speak to about me.
I don't know. I just don't think that. I don't think we're well utilising a number 10 anyway, because Perez has looked like he's struggled there as well. So I'm starting to think it's the way they're playing. It's not a position that's particularly working very well. I'd rather just play another centre forward.
I mean, we need Midtron to hold it up a bit here.
Mm-hmm.
So we're under the cosh constantly.
Ross, I'm quite confident here. This has flown by compared to the Fulham game as well. No.
Gouffran, not even.
Nah, he's not even bothered.
Not
Look at
even-
him.
How nonchalant was that?
Oh, dear
Me.
Amazing. Johan Gouffran. Oh.
Oh my, he's
Get
get
giving
him.
it away. Get him off.
It's time.
Have we worked out where any of these Rafa things mean yet?
Nah, never will. Unless, of course, we get invited into the training ground.
Yeah, alright. And the first thing I would have asked as well. Can you just take us through what all this is? Matt Ritchie. Oh, look at Matt Ritchie.
Tell him to get up the
foaming.
park. He's right as well, you know.
He knows what to do.
Is Keogh for Derby. 20 minutes left at the
The
iPro.
wonky halfway line they've got there.
Yeah, you're right. Do they play rugby here? All these awful Midlands clubs play rugby. don't
Nah, not the iPro.
they? It's terrible. Is that freehand?
Get in,
Go on,
Vern!
Not necessarily just sit back, but watch the possession in front of them, make sure that
I think by and large here we've been fortunate to be 1-0. I don't think on the balance of the game we've really.
I mean, Derby's, they're having a lot of ball in their own half in the first half of our half. They've got no one up front, have they? Which was strange considering the rep both the strikers have got.
The rep?
The rep?
You mean the highlights package we've got to watch where they look really good?
The reputations. I don't know why I said that.
See it today.
James Wilson, he was at Brighton last season.
Yeah, he looked really good at Brighton.
The Vidra's he's dropped off the face of the earth, isn't he? Thanks to Tony Pulis.
Something before.
Ooh.
Oh, DeAndre Yedlin. You know what, Ross? If I supported a football club that had DeAndre Yedlin in it, I'd be absolutely devastated if he left. More so if he went to my nearest rivals. I'd be foaming. Well done, Gouffran, son. Off he comes.
Good shift. Good goal.
Handsome man.
Lovely eyes. Massive thighs. Lovely eyes and massive thighs. Johan Gouffran.
I think it was the start of the chant there.
Don't need one for Gouffran, is he?
Goofy.
Oh, and he's 6 foot tall. Oh, and he scores a goal.
Oh, he's got lovely eyes. Oh, he's got massive thighs.
The Gouffran ran, the Gouffran ran.
There you are.
That's already a champ, man. The Gouffran
No,
ran,
we've
the
adapted
Gouffran.
it. So is he playing?
So he's... okay. Ugh.
Unless it pushed Vern up. Because he does like Vern on that advanced role.
No, I reckon he must have... No?
No, he'll be on the left, won't he? 'Cause he's brought...
Should he go switch Richie and him over?
Maybe he's flip reversed it.
Hopefully. There he goes. Richie's off. Yeah, flip reversed.
Yes, there's your boy DeAndre.
We should be in this management game, you know. Piece of piss, isn't it?
Whee!
Just a bit racist.
What is?
What's that his name? I couldn't help it.
I mean, he's not, is he? It's like, it's fine.
I went to uni with. He played for Sheffield United when I was at university with a Sheffield United fan. Apparently, he's very good.
Is he?
And
Says a Sheffield United fan.
they sold him to Reading for bare ducats, and then he's ended up at Derby somehow.
Ross, I don't think you should drink all that vodka.
I like me straight vodka.
You've got a home to go to.
I'll be driving down the A1, seeing treble.
Seeing trebles, more like.
I'm not going to Sinners tonight. Filthy place.
I was always a basement, formerly Dobson's man when it came to Trebs. It was my haunt.
3 for a 5 with a student card.
It's the one.
Miss me student card. Look at that stride from Chancel.
Yes! Amazing. Been impressed with them, Ben, at night. Been impressed with all of them.
Apart from that back heel.
Yes.
Do you follow Vern on Instagram?
No.
Oh, get on it, please.
Why?
It's so inspirational. Like, he puts... Pardon me. A couple hours after this full time tonight, he'll put a picture on from the match. He'll nick a picture from somewhere. And he'll have an inspirational quote underneath it.
No
He does
way.
it every single game. It's bloody lovely, it is.
I'm a big fan of Jose Perez's social media game.
Classy.
He's very good at it. He gets it.
Benteke scored for thingy today.
Alex did. Oh, Gale?
For Perez.
Yeah.
No, that's strange.
Not the change I would have made.
No.
But then again, I'm not Rafa Benitez. I'm going to use this opportunity to substitute not having a can of red stripe for having a can of red stripe.
So you see after the
He's just pinched that from somewhere, has he?
and he's put a... It gets better though. I'm just going to...
You got his own little logo. Oh, the brand.
Keep going. Hashtag NEFC.
Oh, mate, what a guy.
In the cup? Oh no, it's just another Rotacon.
What a guy.
Get out.
as well.
Any questions? I haven't got a clue what to say.
Been able to cement a place since his arrival from Reading. Problem here for Akechi Anya.
It's just his hamstring that is feeling. Ketchian, yeah, very explosive player and very pacey. Some are prone to hamstring problems when they're that quick, and I could never relate to.
Thomason's ready to take his place. Breadth of options emphasised.
Still Andros for me at this stage. Richie's been very good, but he's been very good in the Championship. Andros was very good in the Premier League. Rafa can be as good as Sir Bobby if Mike Ashley lets him. If Mike Ashley doesn't let him, then he'll fail. Just answering bare questions here. Don't know what else to do.
Just talk about your growing fondness and respect for him. Wouldn't take long. 10 minutes left.
Your man asks. I deliver. I'm a crowd pleaser.
Has that just happened? Would you start Mitrovic?
When?
Where? Next game. I imagine you start against QPR.
Who is? I'll keep you away.
What did I miss, Ross?
Now, absolutely nothing happened. Sells caught a ball.
Well, that's pretty good. Oh, 15 minutes left, plus, well, including stoppages, I'd say. Now, for all I don't think we've actually played that well, I think you're right about they've not really had the ball in dangerous areas. Like that one straight down Sells' throat wasn't particularly bothersome.
There was the cross in the first 5 minutes that almost floated in. There was the cross that hit the Denver bar. And that's it. And
Well, I think
they had the shot from distance that Sells made a hash of.
I see. I'm not too down on him for that. Coming at him very, very quick.
I mean, this is it. The Derby have had a lot of the ball in bad areas.
What else can you do?
I'm all right with that. They can keep the ball here, just in their own, in our half. They've just got a note up front. Well,
they've got a lot of good strikers. They're just not playing particularly well. Oh, that was a bit of it. That was a good play. They're growing into it though. We're shirking.
Get out, Big Jamal. My admiration of Vern began.
Tell us, Ross.
It was the summer of 2013. You see, I was never... when Vern first signed, I didn't get him. But then I realised that was the style of football and not that he was a bad player.
Right.
It was the Pardews give it to Willow and then Willow hoofed up the park over Vernon Sedgwick when Vernon couldn't touch it and couldn't contest aerial battles.
Well, I said to you, I thought we bought him to be this perfect final piece of the jigsaw in midfield. And then we never played the rest of the puzzle.
And then it was that when we had our Brazilian away kit and we started to play football.
I love that kit.
And we started to win games away from home. And we started to play nice football. And we saw Vern with Toyota and Kabay in there doing his bit,
doing his thing.
And then it's just started from there.
I've been a member of the Vernon Eater Appreciation Society. Founded by me and Mark Douglas from the Chronicle, no less, since day one.
You haven't, have you?
Hashtag VAAS.
You couldn't possibly have been on since the very first day he signed.
Always like Vernon. Thought it was a great player when we bought him. Never down on him because thought we weren't using him right. And then once everybody started noticing, I was more than happy to smugly pat myself on the back. I can dig out the old tweets for you, Ross, my friend.
You see, I've just told you the truth here. He's just lied just to make him look slightly better than me.
I can't help if the truth makes me slightly better than you, Ross. I cannot apologise for that. Big Verns. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to pretend I like Vern as much as you like Vern.
Well, I mean,
You appreciate him more than I appreciate him. You've got that. You can have that crown. However, I've been low key of Vernon Lover since day one. It's very much the kind of player who all the good stuff he does is stuff that's not easily noticeable. You've got to learn to love Vern. You've got to be smart.
There's a T-shirt in that, you know.
You've got to learn to love Vern.
Right.
Where are T-shirts? Can't do anything on this website without getting a flipping T-shirt these days.
I think
Where ours?
the future of the channel's still in the balance, isn't it?
Whoa! 141 watching, huge scoop. Should make room. Sell them on Big Cartel. Don't even tell them.
Wise thing to say on a stream where the boss could be watching now. You don't
Hi,
know.
Peter. We're going to make and sell some T-shirts because you won't. Hashtag deal with it.
Vern or Pogba, please learn to spell Vern correctly.
Dear me.
That's all I've got to say about that
Best
question.
potential at Newcastle, Jay, who, by the way, you're a knob for getting Ross to slap me, but clearly Isaac Hayden. I think we're starting to see now that...
Or Freddie Woodman.
You love Freddie Woodman. Has Freddie Woodman got photographs of you or something?
I've got
Oh,
photos.
DeAndre Edlinson, what is this?
Burners. We've got to score.
Oh.
What's he supposed to do with that? Like,
She's fired at him.
this is what I mean. This is what I was fearing. The DeAndre Edlin's like a Theo Wall.
Oh, Lascelles been up.
Yeah. Get out, Paul. Geordie
Don't
Paul.
worry, Paul Dummett's on the case.
But with Edlin, he should prove that he's like Theo Walcott. He's got bags of pace and no ability. What was that for a
It
cross?
was terrible, given that there's 3 in the box as well.
Pick one of them out. Well, he did, but he didn't give him a chance with that horrible ball at neck height.
Next sheet. Daryl Murphy or Perez? What a question. Oh, heavens. Oh, you can't just lay that off in the edge of your own box, you tool. I like the look of him, though. He's lively and he's got a lot of energy.
See, he's got the white things on to make his arms look a bit bigger.
What?
Oh, he's like his wristbands on to make his arms look a bit more hench.
Is that a thing?
I think it is.
Really?
Yeah.
Never heard that. Where do you get these white things, did you say? Oh my god.
No, I don't think there's any chance that Newcastle United could sign Ikichi Iniacho.
Are you buzzing that you know his full name now?
Yeah.
You know, that one, you think he's Japanese and then you see him.
That was you.
That was me. That was me.
Just before anyone complains.
You think it's true? He did. Ikichi Iniacho. Come on.
That's.
Sounds like some kind of
I couldn't possibly comment whether I see your point or not because you know it might be construed as racist.
2016. Get away.
Get out. Oh, wait, Perez! Christ, there's a game. He's just come on and he's
What's he
jogging
doing?
around. There's a game on, you know.
Diarmi looks absolutely shagged.
Tiki ticker.
Did you watch Reading versus Ipswich last night? No.
Why would
Why would anybody watch the championship unless a team's playing? It's awful.
Apparently, it's Kelechi.
Kelechi Iniacho, right? Well, my point still stands. He does sound Japanese.
I thought it was Ikichi.
Kichi?
I'd rather be called
Kelechi?
Kichi than Kelechi.
Kichi? I don't know. They're both nice names.
Oh,
There we
hey.
go. Shout out, my boy.
Even got the
Go
Trezor.
on, Vern. Go on, Vern. Oh. He's been really good tonight, Vern. I think. Really good.
Who would have knew that his position's right?
Oh, that's amazing. You see that?
It was definitely their ball. Like.
Big fan of that. There's very few things you can do that are very insolent in football anymore without getting booked. But I think throwing the ball above the head of the man who wants to take the throw in, the last act of rebellion in football. It's the last one people have got. Big fan of it. Big fan of being petty and childish in football. Go on, Yedlin.
So his shin pads just falling off there. Look.
Ross, do you want to hear about the only time I ever got sent off for football?
No, because we're through. You've got it. He's gone the wrong way.
I should have rolled him in.
We'll talk now, though.
Do you want to hear about the only time I ever got sent in for football?
Go on, then.
I just come on as just. I mean, this is a 2 yellow cards in 30 seconds job.
What age group?
Third year of uni.
Oh, university game.
Yeah. Wasn't for the uni, but it was third year of uni. Was playing for. You know that roundabout where Raoul Mudd shot the copper in the face?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was
On the A1.
Yeah. Well, as you're going on the A69, that roundabout. The team that played. I don't know what it's called. AFC Metropolitan or something. Whatever. It was some pub. We played there. It was horrible. I had slightly longer hair. Everybody used to pull it. It was really mean. People used to turn up with prams and shout at people while they were playing. It was like really, really rough. Proper West End stuff. Came on as a sub. We were defending a corner. It got cleared. Oh, here's coming on. About bloody time.
That's it. Now we're going to take the 1-0 win, hopefully.
Good. Came on as a sub. Broke from the corner, right? And I'm sprinting through. And the only lad they had back was me and him in a 50-50 to get this ball, right? And I stick my foot right up and I knock it in front of him. Run through and score, right? Turn around, buzz me. I'm literally, come on, first touch of the ball, I've just scored, right? Turn around, the referee's pointing for a free kick because I had my foot high when I went in for it. And I was like, you're joking. I was like foaming about it. I said, what? Like, I didn't touch him or anything. It was, it was a good couple of yards ahead of him, but I went in with a high foot, got the ball and ran through, right? And he booked us for it. And I was like, what you want? Like, I'm nowhere near it. It's not a foul or anything. Like, I got there ahead of him. Like, if it was near, I'm going on that. He went, look, right, I'm not messing about. One more word out here. One more word out here. And I'll give you another yellow card.
Did you shut up then?
I didn't
Just shut up.
because he said one more word. So for some reason, I decided to say the funniest word I know.
So you're in the 30-year union. You do this. Massive man child.
One more word, and I went, bumble goose. And he gave us another yellow card. That's all.
I'd give you a straight red for that. Never mind a second yellow card. Bumble goose.
What? I don't know. You said one more word, and I thought, what's the daftest word you know? What's the daftest word you know? Bumble goose.
Serves you right. You deserve every.
Oh, I'm not saying he was. Look, that first yellow card, that was ridiculous. But bumble goose.
The referee's word is fine.
I know.
And he's
The problem I had, right, was I'm a complete tart, Ross. I was the Remy Cabella of that AFC Metropolitan team. So I was always constantly feeling that I needed to look and act a lot harder than I actually was. So, like, giving
You
out
said
to a referee.
bumble goose to do that, did you?
Right. I didn't say I was any good at it. But
Why did you not say pies or women or
just
cars?
Look, it was heat of the moment. You say things you don't totally understand the heat of the moment.
Absinthe. That's what I would have said.
Absent. You wouldn't have said that, Ross, because you're quite a respectful young man, and you wouldn't have found yourself in the position where the referee was like, one more word and I'm sending you on.
What does bumble goose even mean?
It doesn't. It's just a word. It's just a word.
We'll take a short corner here, boys. We'll keep it in that
There's
corner.
the lads. Look at them all.
We didn't want the team that wins. We just want a team that tries. We've got both
Conveniently,
today.
yeah. Conveniently, we've got both of them at the minute. Look at them all. Know quite a lot of people who are down there tonight, actually.
Four minutes? Where's that come from? Where's that come from?
4 minutes? No, I think we're talking over. Made 2 away wins on the spin. When's that time that?
I'm won yet. Shh. Bogey team, remember.
That's a great ball.
Yes!
Get in! There's your boy!
Easy does it now. Easy does it now. What was I worried about?
Can I say it's 2 wins now, please?
It's 2 wins now.
Get in there! It's your boy, DeAndre Yedlin.
I reckon that's no G, you know.
Oh, I'm not sure about that.
You grew up. What? Oh, what was that?
Do we think this is an own goal?
How weird's that? No one in the box at all.
Nah, that's
Oh,
his.
It's no G, that. you know.
No, man, get off. Oh, it might be. Lovely touch, mind. No, I think that's his, you know.
Carson's made a right mess of that, but well done.
DGAF.
Hey,
Do we?
we're beating Derby. We're going to win the league.
We're going to win the league.
We got humped last time we were down here. We got humped 3-0.
3 now. We didn't have Rafa then, mate.
Well, we had Chrissy
Chrissy
Houghton.
Houghton understands the club.
Oh, what a nice feeling this is.
What a lovely Saturday night, Ross.
We've won the game before it's even finished.
Should we get a curry and have a cuddle after this? Oh, you hear that?
God, I love every one of my uni mates who don't support Newcastle in the first 2 weeks. Tweet us every 1-0 to the Football League. Newcastle lose again.
2-0 to Premier League now, lads.
Automatic promotion places in a matter of a few weeks. Suck on that. Rochdale fans with their dirty big bollocks tweet me good. 1-0 to the
Rochdale in this league.
No, in the League One.
Oh,
But I know him. He's like 1-0 to the Football League.
Is that what he sounds like?
Get away. Yeah.
Sounds like, is this Pachiti?
Oh, that's your what culture?
And your what
wrestling
culture,
general
pro
manager.
wrestling general manager and lifetime Rochdale FC fan Adam Pachiti.
Glory Hornet, Adam Pachiti.
Glory Hornet.
He's a Glory
That
Hornet.
sounds awful, that.
He's a Watford fan.
Well, you said that. Have we actually found any evidence of
He's
it?
been to a Watford game.
Well, I've been to a Crystal Palace game.
In the home end.
I've been to a Barcelona game. Doesn't make me a fan. I've been to a WCPW show. Doesn't mean I'm a fan.
What's WCBW like?
What culture pro wrestling?
Don't like wrestling.
It's for weird.
It is. Grown men, greased up, dancing around in that bloody
Oh,
underwear.
is that what you like? Is it? Is that what he's like?
Aye.
Our birds are real though.
Newcastle are winning. That's more important.
Quite right.
Tap the app. Just eat. Might do, you know.
I might do tonight. Well, Ross has brought a microwavable cheeseburger, and I've brought some microwavable paella because Rafa. You know what? As soon as the whistle goes, I'm going to stick the paella in, and we'll do the last half hour of questions.
I'll put the graphic. We'll have a break because I need to piss me. I need a piss. So I'm going to go at full time. We'll put the
Set the
nice.
graphic on. We'll return for questions.
Full time referee. Went out over the 4 minutes for no reason at all.
Oh, wait, ref. Put the championship out of its misery, please.
1-0 to the Football League. Get it,
Yeah, lads. There he is.
Easy does it now, Raphael. Easy does it.
It's nothing personal, Pearson, mate. It's just business.
Can he sweat on there, Raphael? Isn't he?
Because he cares. Because he understands, man.
There's Mark. Mark? Mark from the club.
Mark from the club.
What's his name?
The quality club.
Mark?
Mark what?
The guy, the press guy.
Oh, yes, sorry. Mark was me.
Mark from the club.
Thinking of a player.
Right, so we're going to take a couple of minutes break and then we'll be back.
We'll be back for all your questions. We'll have to get through them in about half an hour because we do have to start the live stream for WCPW.
Bye-bye for a minute.
togetherness, the way they're working hard for each other with and without the ball, and they're showing glimpses of Premier League quality all over the pitch, you know, in deliveries and in strokes of goal.
And they're live.
Yes, we are live now. We're live now.
What was your guys' opinion on Doumbia when he was at Newcastle? Is the opening question that I'm going to say.
That was buzzing. Who cares about him? They'll just be Derby away from home.
We have, but we're going to have to answer something until the
We'll
questions
talk.
actually roll
We'll
in.
talk about the game first, and then
That's a good idea, Ross. So, do you think 2-0 reflects the actual performance this evening?
I think that might be the best away performance I've seen from Newcastle in a long time.
Really?
It was professional, wasn't it? It's going to get Vern. I don't know. We're 30 seconds behind on you. We'll let Derby have the ball in areas that wasn't going to affect us in any way, and then we pounced like tigers and then broke.
I mean, perhaps it's just me being so ground down by how bad Newcastle's been over the last couple of years, but there's two schools of thought you need to have watching that game. It's either A, we let them have the ball in areas we didn't think would hurt us,
That's what I think.
or B, we let them have the ball and they were bad.
Probably a combination of the two, isn't it?
I
They
honestly don't
looked
know.
all right, knocking it round the back, and then they had... What's happened to Vidra? I don't know. But anonymous? Wilson? Anonymous?
They're going to show the goal again, super slow motion.
Just have to stop watching
Oh.
the goal. Oh, my God.
Unbelievable.
How? Why?
If you had a choice to end the championship season today, would you or would you push for the title? I'm going to assume that's the title.
Are we second?
I think we're second now, yeah.
We're going to win the league if we play on. Surely. Who's top? Is it Norwich?
No, it's Huddersfield.
Huddersfield?
Yeah.
Come on. Come on. It's league, aren't we?
Actually, the most reassuring thing about all this is that none of the teams that will obviously grow into the season and strengthen and start putting wins and results together are at the top now. There's nobody to catch now, essentially. Huddersfield have played really well, I think. They need to be taken seriously, definitely, but I don't think they're not going to have staying power. Certainly not. They're not. Huddersfield aren't going to end up with 100 points or 90 points.
Surely not.
I mean, they're playing well enough and they look good enough to get themselves up, but they're not going to run away with it.
No.
And that's who's at the top now. So
I think we'll play on and we'll win the league at a canter. Why not? I think that was a very professional away performance tonight. Disciplined, and we're broken scored at the right time.
So what's the difference between that and, say, the Fulham game? Why didn't it work then?
We had a very
What's changed?
we had a very clear game plan tonight.
In fact, actually, what was the team that started the Fulham game? It must be almost identical, that.
Gale up front. Diarmi didn't play.
Call back to it.
Shelby was on the bench.
Shelby, we had Hayden instead of Shelby, and that was it.
I think the difference was we didn't know what we were doing in that first game. Well, we're playing that weird brand of football where we're pumping long balls down the channels to Dwight Gale, and then we're doing nout. Whereas tonight we had a very clear game plan, which was let Derby have the ball and then try and break on the counter and score, which we did right at the end. Well, they both came from corners, didn't they? So.
When was the last time you used to be able to say that about Newcastle? Actually, is Goof Brown's goal technically a direct from the corner goal? You know, the fabled direct from a corner strike that we haven't had in years.
Well, yeah. Yes. So is this, technically.
That's amazing. That's not direct from a corner. Second touch.
Knockdown goal? Of course it counts. Anyway, right.
How
Questions.
poor? I'm gonna paraphrase. How poor?
You reading the question?
Yes. How poor was the Derby goalkeeper in that last goal?
Very.
Do you think that's a goalkeeping error, or do you think that's just?
He bottled it. I think he saw two men out the corner of his eyes coming flying towards him, and he just went.
That's actually a really good Scott Carson face. That's what he looks like.
Watch me, like he pulls out.
Oh yeah, he does, and he's stacked. Fair play to him though. Normally you see that kind of goal, and you immediately see the goalkeeper just look towards the linesman and go. Fair play to him for realising straight away he'd absolutely napped him.
So what's happening is now, I think he's started to make his run now.
Do you not think Scott Carson and Danny Higginbotham could be related?
They've both got brown hair and stubble, haven't they?
No, the face, Ross, the face.
beautifully. There you go. And
What's
like
he
you said,
doing
when
there?
it's a long
Aye.
ball, which he doesn't
Right.
like it is, let's
Not
forget
very
about
many
that.
questions, is there?
No, not very many.
Presence of mind, the forward
I was
thinking,
saying
a lot of
10-2's the deadline.
We're going to have to because we've got to set up WCPW.
Why are you saying that like that?
Because you keep saying let's
Your
forget
brother
about
does?
it. Was it an own goal?
Me and your brother are close.
I think it was. It
Um,
was an unfortunate one from us. He's in a difficult
With that-
position there, but
No,
like
that's a
I
good
say, I
question.
think that what you've got to do is give great credit
Now,
to the awareness of the players around.
Would you play Tiote if you were Rafa?
Perez with a touch,
What?
and then-
Look at the way, like how much he's rotating the squad. He wouldn't figure at all for you.
He'll want a goal, definitely. I actually do
We're showing at the minute we've got more than enough to cope with the games at the minute.
I
I mean,
would.
you'd fully expect Hayden to start on Tuesday now.
Yes.
For callback, probably.
It might well end up as an own goal for us.
Just Tiote, where would he
But
fit?
I would.
To account, though, you look at the players,
I would
the
start
people
Tiote,
they bring to the Newcastle
and I'll
squad
tell you why in
for
2
this
words.
game. How strong are
Jack
they
Colback.
going forward?
Johan Gouffran. Look what Rafa's done with Gouffran. You telling me he can't get more out of Tiote?
What happens if you give Tiote the captain's armband? And does his Rafa in on him?
That'd be amazing.
That's like we'll have Franz
We'll get
Beckenbauer.
500 points, even though there's not even that many available.
Well, the winning manager, Rafa Benitez, is waiting
Oh.
to speak to us. Rafa, that's 4 wins in a row in the league, 3 clean sheets.
Watch him be so
What are you
nonchalant about
happy
this.
with?
Hiya. I'm
Hiya.
happy with both, obviously, for us. To win is the most important thing.
What Rafa's Wrong one.
Defense is also
It's too far away.
good news. So really pleased with both things.
How
He's just so
important is
professional.
trying
He
to
doesn't care.
implement the way
It doesn't
that
matter that he's
you
won
want
away.
to
He just that was
you
just his
get
job now.
success on the pitch, because that helps the players to believe even more, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's true. I think that still we have, as I say in some interviews, plenty of room for improvement because the team is doing well. For a while we were doing quite well, and after we were a little bit under pressure, but still we won, and the team spirit was fantastic. So a lot of positives after this game.
Rafa, it's Danny Higginbotham. I was delighted. the
Who?
way that
He says?
the way that you started the game,
Who are you?
going to Derby,
Um,
one of your rivals for promotion, and you took the game to them. You pressed them when you lost the ball, and you weren't fearful about them going on the attack. So therefore, you were always on the front foot, and that was something, like I say, that
I would agree
was
with
very
always on the
impressive
front
to
foot,
me
mate.
watching the game.
Yeah, to be fair, the lads
We were purposely on the back foot for a lot of them.
try to control the game.
Well, when you are purposely on the back foot, does that make you on the front foot?
They can play
Technically, yeah.
Psychological,
between
isn't
the
it?
lines, the
Um,
game was really wide and,
Would you play Gale or Mitro away from
We
home?
have to
by and
work
large?
very hard in defence and
Tonight
same
proved, I
time,
think it's Mitro.
and
Because
create
Gale
something
didn't really do anything, did he?
in the end.
And neither did Perez apart from set up the goal.
It was a tough game.
Rafa, I see Ian Holloway, mate.
He was playing number 10, wasn't he, when he came on?
To see that you've
Do you hear that? Rafa, it's Ian Holloway, mate.
You're using the lads that were already here. You've given good
How dare you?
feedback.
How dare you talk to him in a
And
familiar
the
way?
message is coming across. How pleased are you with the
Was
look
you that
of
referred to him as
Gouffran
football's
coming
Boris
back
Johnson
in
earlier on? Was that somebody
and
else?
That was somebody else.
defensively and in attack as he did today?
But he is just a clown.
Yeah,
Just a massive clown.
happy because they understand that if you
Right.
want to go up, if you want to stay at the top of the table, you have to work hard. Players that were here before, players that maybe they were not performing at the level that everybody was expecting. They are
Gouffran.
doing, everything now, trying to do well for the team, for the fans, for everyone. So really pleased because
the club.
we have a good
For the
squad.
club? The quality club?
Everybody now is trying.
Yeah, we should probably get back to
the
questions.
best news
With
for
that.
the moment.
Right then, questions.
One of the
Man
things
of the
that
match.
We've looked at the second goal and all right, you know, it was the icing on the cake for you. But as we're watching it, you know, we think
Vern?
they're going to keep the ball in the corner.
Burn,
Then you see
possibly.
Shaw, who's got the presence of mind. You've only got
I'd
two
just give it to
players
Gouffran
in
for
the
that
box.
goal,
The
'cause
rest
that-
is lovely
yeah,
touching, nibbling.
why not?
For me, it was great to see
Vern was good though. I thought Vern stood out.
thinking for themselves.
Bember, I thought, had a good game.
I thought
Lascelles-
the Cells had a good
It
game.
was hit and miss. He did a few really good things, but he got done a couple of times by their pace. Dummett, I thought, played quite well by Paul Dummett's standards. Shelby and Callback in and out of it. Richie was good, but he was as good as we expected him to be. He didn't really excel. Gouffran,
Worked his bollocks
yeah, he
off.
was. Yeah, as well as the goal, he tracked back well. He won the ball well. He held it up well. He seemed to be. Every time I saw him, it wasn't just on the left wing. He seemed to be getting it all over the place. Diarmi was very quiet and ineffectual.
Poor.
Gale very quiet and ineffectual. Probably a tie up between Gouffran and Nita for me.
Ditto.
So really pleased because
Make up the top 6 in the championship. It's a toss-up.
Us,
Norwich.
Norwich, us and us.
You can see all of
I think Villa have probably kept too many good players to not be in the conversation. I think Huddersfield have shown that
Rafa, from my point
they're
of
good
view,
enough. certainly. Whether or not I've got the staying power is another matter. But beyond that, honestly, I've not really watched any of it. Like,
That's what I mean. I've not been. I cannot sit through that 5 show. I cannot. It's just. And all you see is the highlights. There's not much Championship football on for you to gauge an opinion.
It's
Is
really bad. It's just a crap. I mean, again, I need to apologise to Lindsay Hipgrave. I was very mean about her the first time I watched it. I called her and whoever the no mark sat on the sofa with it. It's just such
you think you are?
Exactly. And I know my place. I feel bad about it, but that shows. We will. It'll be January or February before me and Ross have seen every Championship team play, and that'll simply be because we've played them.
One rumour from the window you wish came true.
Steven Gerrard, but I was the one who started that rumour, and it was only ever a rumour.
Can't think of many players that we didn't get who we were in for.
Crouch?
Nah. No, not interested in Baker. Sponsor after Wonga. Not interested.
No.
Sponsor after Wonga.
Greg.
I think it's
Gotta be.
I mean, it'll be Tesco or something like that. It'll be something terrible. It'll be a betting firm like every other club has.
Is there any other manager in the world you would swap Rafa for? No. No.
Sean Dyche?
Sean is a close second.
No, not at the minute. Won an amazing run. He's bought really well. Everybody's really happy with him. Everyone's behind him as a manager at the club. No, be ridiculous. No. Nobody in the world right now.
When Elliot is back from injury, who's your first choice keeper? Elliot.
Yeah. I don't think you will be.
Even though he had now to do tonight, he was still flapping at stuff cells.
Yeah.
He fills you with no confidence.
I'm not as
whatsoever.
down on him as that chance as you were, but by and large, he doesn't inspire me with confidence.
No.
He's coming up 7 or 8 games now, and he's not been great. I think Carl Darlow could feel hard done by to have not had a league start. I would personally put Rob Elliott straight in, but I'm not Rafa, am I?
The Boris Johnson of football, according to somebody, is Ian Holloway.
It is Ian Holloway. Look at him. He's somebody who's got loads of really good jobs off the back of simply being funny on telly a couple of times.
Right, I think. Shall we wrap it up? There's not much coming in.
I'm going to have to, because I have to start the live stream, isn't it? Well, Ross, 2-0.
We broke the duck.
Broke the duck on the second attempt. It's all wins from here, I predict.
We'll not even concede a goal ever again.
Yeah, I think that's a fair shout. No, I'm confident about that. Thank you, all of you, for joining us. We still can't believe people actually sit and watch us watch a football match. Yeah, Newcastle United 2, Derby County 0. The first ever goals and the first ever win on the live stream. Thank you very much for being a part of it. Thank you very much for questions. Thank you very much for your feedback. We'll have some kind of super cut of this up starting next week, I would imagine.
I'll do it tonight. No, I won't do it tonight. There's boxing to watch.
Plus, you've got all those many ladies coming over.
All paid for.
all signed, sealed, and delivered. But thank you for joining us tonight. We'll be back for the next. We've got one coming up soon, isn't it? We've got one coming up pretty soon. We're going to try and do these for as many away televised games as we can, and we'll see them for them. We should have a fans forum during the week, hopefully with Simon. And
if you invite him.
And if I invite him.
Let's
not be airing our dirty laundry in public, bro.
Adam left him out of that one with Taylor the other day. Shocking
conduct. It's a small table. You can't get 4 people around it. Anyway, we'll also be back with the Football Manager stuff during the week. Hopefully, we promise, honestly. But in the meantime, Newcastle United 2, Derby County 0. I have been Adam. I've been joined by Ross and Vern and Anita. And don't forget, like, share, subscribe, and we will see you soon.